Greetings, loves. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. So, late night chit chat. Late night chit chat. It is 1:30 a.m. Eastern, and we got Low Cast back on the panel with us. And this is gonna be our co-host for the night, really, because he got some things he wants to talk about. And I have invited Cocaine Cows. She says she wants to join the panel. And if anybody else wants to come up and talk about some things with us, then you can get my email out of the description box, and you can send me your email and just let me know you sent it, or you can put your email in the chat box. Either way, go. So, Lo, we can wait for Kels, or you can go ahead and, Thank you, everyone. Please hit that like button. Hanlon, good to see you, brother. Michael, Blue77V, No Go, Neat. Good to see you guys. All right. So before we close out, you were asking some interesting questions. I'm gonna rub my hands together like a another brother does. I ain't gonna mention his name. But yeah. Oh boy. So what's up, love? Oh, he ain't talking? What? Say it ain't so, say it ain't so, say it ain't so. Mm. Well, maybe we got to give him a couple of more minutes to get himself together there. He got his list of questions, I think. And probably adding a couple of questions to the, you know. How can I'm live. How can I do that? I don't know how to do that and not, I don't know how to do, type it. Okay, so we having some technical difficulties here, y'all. All right, so I think I'm gonna have to step away for a minute, y'all. So I'm gonna put a song on for a second. So I see I'm gonna have to Kels, I sent you an invite. Let me know if you got it. I'm gonna have to get my playlist together. So I can have some ready tunes and not be clicking on something that's gonna end up getting me knocked. All right, y'all, so hold on a second. Hey, y'all. So, Kels, did you get your invite, sweetie? I sent you an invite. So I want to make sure I got the right email address, because I don't even see you in the Hangout actually. So maybe, yeah, it only says Lowcast. So let me try again. I may have the wrong email address. I may have copied it wrong. It's popping up. Okay, so it's showing as an invitation. So you might have to check your invites and look there. That may be where it is. Let me go back to the chat. Yeah, that's the one I put it under. Okay. Okay, so you coming up? Who else wants to join, y'all? Don't be scared now.
Be scared.
Don't be scared now. Don't be scared.
I'm gonna need you to be scared.
Say you want them to be scared?
Be very afraid.
Oh no, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. So come on, let's get started. We're gonna wait for Kels to come up. Maybe she changed her mind. I don't know.
She'll be here. Most of y'all, you sisters, y'all like to take y'all time and show up to conversations and stuff.
I've seen Kels on chat plenty of times, so I know she don't mind talking. So come on up here, Kels. Come on up here. Because I don't do too many panels where we get to talking about all this romantical stuff now.
It's not romantical. It's just a simple question. It's just a simple question that didn't take long to answer. But you like, look, I don't want to bet. You like, wait a minute. Let's get an opportunity for.
Oh, you said it's not there? Okay, Lo, I might need your help then. Because I
don't see a link on my side. That's the thing. I don't see a link. At the top of your bar of your search of your Let's open this up directly in Google Hangouts.
Because you're here, so what are you looking
address
for?
link? Do you see an address link anywhere? You talking to me?
No, I'm saying you're here, so what kind of link are you looking for?
The address link to actually you can copy it and paste it and drop it, send it to the person.
Okay, send it to her by email. Gotcha. All right, okay. So I'm gonna try and email it to you.
And I can't even invite her on, so I feel left out. I feel like I feel powerless in this. Let's see.
Why you say that?
No, I'm just making jokes. Can't take.
Oh, okay. KJ. Yeah, because it's a pretty catchy email, so I know I'm putting it in right. Because it's making me want to say it. All right, so I'm not sure if you may want to check your spam or anything like that. But, whoop, there it is. So, it is en route. It is en route.
These must be the new features. This is probably what they were talking about when they said they were going to eliminate Hangout.
When it says what?
Now Google was talking about in April they were going to eliminate Hangout, but now I'm noticing that
really?
you can send me. Yeah, usually you can get it'll get you like you can copy and paste like a URL link. You must be using the newer version of YouTube. Is that what it is? That beta
no,
version?
I don't like it. I don't like the beta.
Because it's doing something. Because yours doing. So I've seen this done before, but I only saw. I think I seen only with the beta. or something like
Okay,
that.
hold 1 second, Locas. It's telling me that your email is invalid.
Oh, my email
Oh, is
address?
that a one? Oh, you know what, sis? My bad. I'm using an L. That's a one. It's all on me. That's what my problem is. Okay, I was using an L, and that is a one. Okay. All right, there we go. Now I see you popped up. So we got you
Oh,
now.
finally.
Okay. So you said I didn't know anything about them eliminating Hangouts. How can they do that when we're using Hangouts?
No,
And Hangout
basically
is
what
there.
I think what they were really gonna do. I don't know. I don't know. It's just that's what they were saying. But like I said, I'm used to seeing it being this link oriented. I don't see a link on my end. I don't see a hyperlink at all. It's just a window open magically.
Okay. Well, I don't do lives enough to be able to really catch
And then
what it is that you're saying.
instead of like you like copy and paste and dropping a link to me, you know, my devices start ringing. And I'm like, hello.
Oh,
I'm thinking like me and you just gonna have a conversation. Like, surprise, you
right.
live.
Yeah. Hello, hello. Hey, hello, hello. I got
All right.
you.
Did Kel show up yet?
Okay.
No.
No,
All
not
right.
yet. But I got her because her face popped up and everything.
And then it popped off. Okay.
Well, she should be showing up if you go, yeah, because if you go to the chat box, you can see her there,
Hmm.
so you can tell that the invite was um added. She's added. It's saying unknown. I don't know why it's saying unknown, but she's added. So it didn't. Okay, I'm gonna email it to you because we got you added in here, but I'm going to uh I'm going to email you because I'm not sure what happened.
I wish I had a link to send you, Kels. She done something else. I think we. I don't know what this is. That she doing? This is some new stuff.
It's not me. Yeah, it's definitely not
Because I
me.
don't have a
It's just
link at
I
all.
just opened up the Hangout.
Hold on. Let me. Yeah, exactly. That was the creepy thing about it. I'm like, why is it working? Let me try something. Give me a second, okay?
Uh-huh.
I'll be right back.
So peace to everybody in the chat. Peace, Gemini. Thank you for coming back. Tony Smith, uh, Gaia University. Hey, how you doing? Hanlon, Novo Niece, Cool Gent 87. Peace to you too. Blue 77V. Good to see you guys back in the chat. Michael, always a pleasure. My email is Madame Akasha at Gmail. So I just emailed it to you. So check your crew. You still up? You want to come back up, crew? You good? I mean, you welcome because you know.
Oh, it finally showed up. I saw it too.
Do you see? Because if you go on the chat, it shows that she's there.
Yeah. Cocaine, can you unmute your mic, please?
Peace, everybody on the panel, and
Oh,
peace to the chat. I hope everyone is well. Right?
greetings, greetings, love. You made it. Hey.
Yeah. I'm not sure what happened. I like to think of myself as a pro on the Hangouts, because that's usually
That's all
where I
good.
am, and I don't know what happened. It might have been my Wi-Fi. It might have had like a delayed delivery or something like that. I don't know. But my
It could have
apologies.
been anything. But we got you here now.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Good to have you on the panel. Hey, Marquez. BYOB. Well, I guess we just gonna chit chat about whatever comes up or whatever Lowcast is gonna ask us. We might need another guy up here. Crew, you coming up? I'm gonna add
Yeah.
Crew in case he decides to come up. We're gonna put you
Jim,
in, Crew.
Gemini.
Come on.
I thought Gemini was gonna come up here. I want
Come
to.
on.
I want to. I
Come
want to. I want to. I
on.
have to see this Gemini person because this. I was getting reamed out of the panel with them. I mean, they tough. They tough on your chat.
Gemini is very
Gemini,
sweet.
that's my buddy.
Yeah, that's my G.
Is it a
Yeah.
guy or a girl?
Gemini holds
She's a woman.
Oh, okay.
hey, Gemini holds it down. I never seen Gemini on the panel before. I think Gemini just, be holding it down. Peace deep.
When she come to my channel, I'm gonna make her a mod.
That's what's up. She gonna handle it. Matter of fact, I
I'm
need
like,
to make
look,
a mod over here.
protect my best interest. I know
I
you're
don't
gonna
have
do
but a
it.
couple of mods
Yeah,
that be showing up.
I added her to the hangout. So, Jim, if you're listening, you know how we do. Come up here.
Okay, Jim be getting on panels.
Well, we have a channel that we're always on, and sometimes she'll come up and keep me company.
Okay, that's what's up. Come on up if you want to, Jim. You might need to get you some of this. Hey, we might need you up here.
Oh Lord. Ah, boy. 3 women, 1 guy.
You never know. So what's up, Lo?
So
Hey,
much work. So much work.
set it off.
No, it's just a simple question I wanted to know.
It's
Actually, I was
not one
trying to do
question.
the panel. At Cocaine, you were invited to the panel. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And I ended up taking the video down.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it went completely left. But the thing is, my question is this, because I'm intrigued by this here about women. Women in one, it seems like sometimes sisters can say in one breath, money doesn't really matter, but it still comes up. So eventually you just say, it does matter, but they kind of like just saying it don't matter for the sake of peace or something like that. But my question is this: does it really matter to you if a man makes more money? Does it really matter to you that you're in a relationship with somebody and then you make more money than them? Does it matter to you?
Jim is on the panel.
Welcome.
So I don't
Hey,
know if you want.
Jim.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Peace, everybody. Peace to the chat.
Good to see you up here. Okay, well, I'm gonna answer first because my answer gonna be short, sweet, to the point. I would prefer it if my man was dominant in everything. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, hey, long as we handling the business, I mean, that's just specifics. You know what I mean? It's
Okay. Now keep in mind, I'm a real Gemini. I do speak backwards. Okay.
Okay, you're a Gemini. The Gemini in you. Okay.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing about it. But the other part of the other crazy part of the question was like, can you meet a person 50-50, right? For example, if
Okay,
you
well,
make it
let's let the lady answer the first part. Answer.
So what'd you say again?
Let them answer that part first because they didn't even answer.
Oh, they put themselves on mute. So they're like,
because they just being polite. So let them answer. Would they be okay if their man made less? Kels, what you think?
I think that where I am financially at this moment, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
And I don't know if you want to elaborate because I know you have another question, but I'm going to say no based on where I am financially.
Okay. Cool. Now let's say hypothetically, you make $80,000 a year, right? And he makes 40. Okay. Now, could you live off of $80,000 a year between the two of you all? Meaning that, you go 50-50. He spends 100%. He's basically going to spend 100% of his income, which he probably would do anyway. And then you're spending 50% of your income. Could you live? Do you think could you handle a relationship like that? Because I was surprised at the answers I was getting yesterday.
Well,
Where are you getting questions from?
well, first of all, before I answer your question, Jim, I'm not sure if you answered his first question, but I can answer your second one after she answers the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, Locas. Rules of engagement normally is that we put ourselves on mute and we allow each other to answer questions. Like everybody shares the panel. That's the rules of engagement normally.
Okay.
So, that we all have an opportunity to answer your questions and dialogue back and forth. But to answer your question, it depends on the person's earning potential. But I would, they could make less, but it depends on their earning potential, and it also depends on their ability to save money and how they money manage.
Okay. That's the first question, correct?
Right. And I'm gonna let Kels answer that second one first.
Okay. In relation to your second question, Locas, I think that if I made 80 and he made 40, I am going to say that no, we wouldn't be able to um, have a long lasting relationship.
Okay. And why is
Um,
that?
and the reason for that is because when you think about the annual income being 40,000, and you take into account that this is an adult who has had probably previous bills that he has to take care of, or who has previous bills that he has to take care of. So he is coming with existing debt that may be on a payment plan or what have you.
Go
What?
ahead. No, because this is the part that always trips me out with sisters. Go ahead. Continue.
Well, I mean, so I guess what I'm trying to say is he with 40,000 and with making 40,000 a year and the cost of living and so forth, 40,000 for one person to me um limits your ability to entertain other people, third parties, not third, I'm sorry, another party, and then whatever that person is bringing to the table. So essentially, it will possibly work for a few months, but if you're talking about long term and he is still at 40,000, then it's really going to be problematic long term.
Now, here's the funny part about it is that, me personally being a man who I am, that's what I make. I can budget that. But what makes it so funny is that I always hear sisters, y'all come up with this other crazy stuff as if, I'm just gonna be real with you, as if y'all stuff is perfect, as if it's perfectly well organized. I'm not saying that's y'all specifically, but y'all come off on this way. Well, I got to worry about his earnings and his debt ratio. You like, come on, are you serious? I mean, if you're dealing with a man who's able to handle himself, deal with himself, make his own, he has his own job. He doesn't have a job, but he has a job. He's able to take care of his own bills. Why all of a sudden now you want to bring up all this other stuff? And sometimes it not tricking me, but sometimes it causes me to wonder what is really the mechanism of our current state of relationships. Because I think sometimes sisters, you know, to be realistic with you, the average black male in this country is making somewhere around between $35,000 to $40,000 a year. That's your average man. And I think the part that really trips me out about it, you could clearly see that the sisters are making more money. And the sisters, everybody said, well, it's because they educate and stuff. You can clearly see that our culture, current state of our culture, is upside down. And, you know, you can hear women throw out all this stuff. And it's so funny because, you know, if you got BJS on the panel, he'll tell you about feminism, this or did it. You know, I've heard that stuff. But eventually you would think somebody would be mature enough to come to look at the situations being like, okay, it's time to, you know, I want to be with a black man. I understand what this thing is about. But can we actually put our differences aside and put our little petty financial issues aside? It's just my opinion. And work together and build a family and raise our children to be better than who we are. Because I've already seen the end results for some in these situations, but it's so funny that, you know, if you go back like 20 years ago, it was still the same way. It was the same situation in some cases where a woman may make more money than her husband, but you know what? The kids end up turning out fine as long as they stayed as a family. But it seems like all of a sudden sisters kind of shut down. And I'm kind of like, I'm mind blown by it. My generation of women is amazing. Anybody want to talk about it from that point? Because that's
Yeah,
all I
I
really
mean,
wanted to say.
basically what you're actually talking about as it relates to couples is one who puts love ahead of money. And that is a part of the new generation, breaking from um, the habits of past marriages. So, for example, like in maybe 2019, there was a poll that was completed that said um, nearly about 33% of marriages did not work because the man was making less than the woman.
Okay.
So, um, in relation to, say, about 1975, you know, if a man was not making more um, money than the woman, the risk of divorce was higher. So essentially, you know, I think that what you're talking about, yes, is probably the way that the new generation thinks, but statistically, we're still aligned with the men being financial providers.
Now, can I ask you a question?
Hmm.
Do you see that as probably like a flaw with us? You know, it goes back to Darwinism. Either you adapt or you die. You
Hmm.
see what I'm saying? And you got to keep in mind, it's not really, I don't think it would be a generational curse from that point. It's like a setback, you know, for one generation, but I don't think it will ever last for multiple generations because by that time your children come up, they got a leg up. You get what I'm saying? Because you will be able to provide them with a stable environment. You were able to provide them with the things they needed. Now, the part that trips me out about it, if you listen to the question, right? Women say, you know, women always want to feel financially secure in a relationship. You personally are only fit spending 50% of your income as a woman, but yet you still have a problem with it. That's the trick. That's the part that makes me laugh about the whole thing. It's like you don't make to me. It's like that. You would think that would be a woman's wet dream to know that she could save 40, 50% of her income, but yet there's still a problem. Do you see anything do you see anything wrong with the reasoning in that,
Okay,
ladies?
let me can I ask you a question? You said the
Sure.
woman is spending only 50% of her income?
Yeah, listen to the question. I framed it really simple, and it seems like y'all don't get it. I'm sorry. I'm just talking like this because I'm kind of passionate about it a little bit. But the thing is that you make 80,000, he's making 40,000, and you know, like I said, it's a 50-50 relationship. You get what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
in a crazy way, you're actually saving money, but yet there's still. And it's funny because every woman on the panel is like, "No, I can't do that." I'm like, you're saving money because you're living in the relationship itself. I mean, the grounds of the relationship is on fair ground. You see what I'm saying?
Well, if I can add something real quick, when you talk about the commitment in relationships. And I'm not sure if you're just referring to the percentage as it relates to financial commitment, or if you're talking about the relationship as a whole. And if you're talking about the relationship as a whole, I don't believe that a relationship, like I don't believe that you should go into a relationship 50-50, because that means that you are only providing half of who you are in a lot of different categories.
Well, let me clarify. Financially. If
Okay.
no, hold on. Let me say. Let me clarify. You were willing to marry this person, whatever. You actually are serious about this person, and you're looking to really build something together as a group, as partnership.
Okay. Let me ask a question. Where's this 50-50 coming from? I mean, what?
In other words,
Why?
it's really simple, Alchemy. See, women most of the time, I notice the biggest hang up is his earning potential or his earnings, right? And I know we like to throw women, y'all throw in all this crazy stuff about it, his earning potential, his capability. But I've realized that from my own experiences that, dude, I've been sitting on the same job for 10 years. It's so funny and I am almost like perfectly stationed right where I'm at. I cannot advance no matter what I try. But at the same time, and I work for a great organization. I can't transfer. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you see yourself stuck. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't really bother me that much, but it's like one of those things that I'm kind of relating to it. But I find myself as a man where I see where I'm just like in this fixed position. I can't go left. I can't go right. So you feel trapped. You get what I'm saying? So I'm relating that because I've noticed that sometimes baby brothers do feel this way, and you find yourselves in situations, and it's like nobody really can understand that because everybody else is like, well, that's your problem. And you're not looking at the bigger issue. You kind of get what I'm saying? That sometimes you may actually meet good men, but yet you're turned off more by what he doesn't have as opposed to as opposed to who he really is for you. See, I notice this is sometimes with relationships. Relationships are always, dare I say it, they're always upside down, period. And the thing about it is that what trips me out the most is that I just lost my train of thought. But the thing is that I find to be interesting is that when it comes down to the man and women dynamic, women sometimes will go for a guy, right, who has everything that she needs, but then on the flip side, maybe able to financially provide for everything that she needs and keep her secure, I guess, in that nature. But when it comes down to the other aspects of herself, she's not that satisfied. You see what I'm saying? Am I making sense to the other ladies? Because y'all on mute, and I feel like like I understand what she said before Gemini, but y'all on mute, so I'm kind of questioning what y'all say here with the microphone on mute. So go ahead.
But that's generally how, like she said before,
it's cool.
Just be on mute while other people are talking. It's just a form of.
I get it. I'm just saying, are they laughing while they unmuted me? I'm just going. Well, go ahead.
I maybe one of those sisters want to come in because the things that I have to say will probably kind of change up things a little bit. So I don't want to come in just yet. Maybe one of them want to respond.
I can I can respond. It just depends on, you say that you're comfortable with a job that's paying you $40,000 that you've been on for 10 years, correct?
Mm-hmm.
This is your
listen. It's not about
Wait
me.
a
I was
minute.
just throwing in the aspects
Wait a minute.
because I think you're gonna over. Go
Wait
ahead.
a minute, Loudcast. I mean, are you going?
You call me loud?
You want to
It's
dialogue?
low
Let me dialogue with you.
I'm not loud. It's low cast.
Load, whatever.
Look at you.
Excuse me. Load cast.
Thank you, Gemini. Let us pray.
Hey,
The
Sierra.
arguers in the building.
If you're happy with where you with if a man, let me not address you specifically. If a man is completely happy with making $40,000, he deems himself successful where he is, and I believe in being equally yoked, and I mean all the way around. But if a man is happy making $40,000 and he's managed that money quite well and he's debt free, I'm not willing to take on somebody else's debt. And it goes back to what Kill said. I'm not willing to take on someone else's debt. I'm not willing to take on someone else's baggage financially. Therefore, it's a game to be played. And I feel the same way with men. Men should have that option not to take on a woman's debt as well. So
But it takes a real man to raise another man's kids. But go ahead, continue.
that's fine. That doesn't apply to me.
Oh, that's
But
fine. Okay, go
that,
ahead.
that doesn't apply to me. So
Cut right into his income. But
I'm not
go
speaking
ahead.
on. I'm not speaking
I
on
know,
that.
but I'm just throwing out that for entertainment. But go ahead.
Okay, that has that's a whole different conversation. We're sticking to money matters right
Go
now.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, but that's my spill on that part. It depends. For myself, I'm not willing to take on anyone else's baggage. As a man, if you're comfortable with making $40,000, if you can provide the lifestyle for yourself and that woman and it works for the two of you, that's fine. But I don't see that working.
But can I show you something, Gemini? You just did. I gave you basically what I just did was gave you a simplified test, right? You threw in the variables that weren't even introduced. Did you notice that?
Did you know that you threw in kids?
I just did that. Like I said, I was just doing that to be. It was just sarcasm for the panel, for the chat. I do that, but go ahead.
So I'm not allowed to do that, to do what I do.
No, the part that you threw in was quite realistic because you said I wouldn't want to take on a man who already has debt, but that wasn't part of the question. You see what I'm saying? And I noticed it's something.
That goes into that $40,000. I'm going back to exactly what.
But come on now. You got a man who's been, like I said, if a man after 10 years, like I said man, M-A-N. I didn't say anything else between. But a man at 20, who's been on a job for 20 years, who's been on the same job for 10 years, and I'm just saying he's making 40,000. That's 40,000 current. The bottom line is like someone like me, I know how to manage my own debt. So that's not your business. But I would assume as a man, he understands what his problem is. I don't see the logic of me, unless the law is about, when you couple together that now she takes on your debt, then that's an issue. But I'm not asking you to pay for my debt.
How so?
If I have any.
If we're in a marriage and we're in a partnership, your debt becomes my debt.
Okay.
Does it not?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But the thing is, it's still my debt. It's still my responsibility to take care of.
It's
you can't trust me on that.
It's our responsibility.
No, but you get what I'm saying. But
no.
Hey,
It's not our responsibility.
Don't do that, please. But I'm asking you. You get what I'm saying?
So let me break it down to you the way that so you'll get an understanding of the way I believe that a marriage works. When you're talking about coming into a marriage, I don't believe in this 50-50 stuff, period. We come into it and we give ourselves wholeheartedly around the board. But the thing is, I believe that it's a partnership. And if I have debt or he has debt and we come together, there has to be an understanding of how our finances is going to work, because that's money coming out of our household regardless. And this is the problem that most people don't have. I have to agree to take on your debt as well as you have to agree, if I had debt, for you to take on mine. It's okay. If we don't talk about those things, if we don't discuss how this is going to work out as to how our family is going to run smoothly and how we're going to achieve our goals as a family, then what's the purpose of a partnership.
See, again, my only problem with it is that, like, for example, and is that the bottom line is you can see that African Americans are upside down when it comes down to their relationships, to their circumstances as a culture. And it seems like dare I say it, the women are not willing to, dare I say it, because the way I look at it, maybe it's y'all turn to take a sacrifice, to make a sacrifice. And if you're not willing to sacrifice, but you're willing to just let the culture just die off. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm ready.
All because of some money.
Okay, I'm ready. Locas,
Go
when
ahead.
you say it's our turn to take a sacrifice and make a sacrifice,
Maybe it's y'all turn to make a sacrifice.
what do you mean?
In other
What do you
words,
mean?
sometimes in the culture, sometimes things happen, and it's just a challenge to whatever sometimes it's just a challenge that people got to go over. But sometimes the challenge may fall specifically on an individual. But in this case, it falls onto the female. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, it's funny because it's like, if you say, you get his sister say, people say all kind of stuff out here. But the bottom line is when it's time to be tested, how serious, how real are you with it?
Okay, let me ask you a question, Locas.
Go ahead.
Are you saying that women haven't been making sacrifices in relationships in the past?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that as a culture. Maybe it's y'all turn to, it's not a well thought out idea of what I'm trying to propose here. But it's one
okay, hold on. Let me try this. Are you trying to say it's our turn to support the household?
I didn't say it. See, there you go. You jumped through too many crazy hoops. I gave you a simple scenario, and it seems like you running left with it, and you still ain't caught on.
If you know the words, sing along with me.
Shut up.
And the part that I just said is that basically you would have to, in other words, you would just live a lifestyle of $80,000 between the two of y'all. You would save $40,000, and you still threw in a bunch of stuff that y'all didn't even take into consideration. You're like, oh, well, it's gonna mess the relationship. I'm like, girl, you saving 50% of your money. You could pass it if you want to do anything. You could pass it on to the children when you die. But technically what I just showed you is that the woman had an opportunity to build wealth, and she didn't even acknowledge it.
Really?
She was too busy fixing on everything else. You kind of get what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you. Yeah, and that was a problem for you. I understand.
And I'm like, that is like crazy.
Okay, but you got it all out. You vented. Okay, but when you talk about the 50-50 stuff, I'm not sure where that comes from. Some people, let me finish. Some people do agree with 50-50. My thing is, whomever you're attracted to, whomever you decide to get with, whatever situation works for you two, whatever you two sit down and talk about how this is going to go, that's what it is. I don't think there's no set standard for the relationships. So when you come starting off with this 50-50 thing, I mean, I don't really know what to say about that.
Help me out for a minute. When I say 50-50, what comes to your mind?
I don't know. Because I don't know what you're talking about.
So it seems like you kind of nervous about the word 50-50. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not nervous. I just don't think it's not realistic to me.
Panel.
You said 50-50.
People on the panel. If I am being realistic, press 1. If I'm being unrealistic, press 2, please.
Okay, I'm gonna let you talk.
Nah, I took
you mean
take
the
over.
chat.
Go ahead.
You mean the chat.
Yeah, to the chat. Oh, excuse me. Okay, what's your input, sis?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
What's your input on this?
Well,
am I crazy? Yes or no?
What'd you say?
Am I crazy? Do I sound crazy to you? Yes or no?
Well, I'm not gonna say that you're crazy. But I'm just trying. I'm over here doing the math, and that, 40,000 equates to roughly about $769 per week. And that's gross.
Is that my end, or is that how much you think the total income is? The total income comes back out to 80,000. between the two of us.
No, I'm only talking about I mean, I'm only talking about the man who's coming to the table with 40,000.
But you
And
only coming to the table with 40,000.
we're not doing half right now.
Right,
I'm
because see,
just
that
kind of
we talking
looking at
about his 50-50 logic again.
yeah,
In other words, okay,
Wait, wait, wait,
Because
wait,
that's
wait, wait.
because
Excuse me.
a hundred,
Let me clarify.
150.
Wait
Go
a
ahead.
minute. Let me clarify something. Did you say she's coming to the table with 40,000 as well? Is that what you just
In
said?
other words, she earns total of 80,000, right? But because, like I said, the relationship, when you talk about cohabitation, y'all living together, right? He only makes 40,000, but he's able to take care of himself, right? He's able to take care of himself. He has everything he needs for himself. He's able to save some money too. But he's able to save some money as well. You come along, you really like this guy, you really love this guy, whatever the thing is with y'all two, but y'all come together and y'all start talking about finances. You're starting to look at it, well, you make 80, I make 40, you make 40, I make 80. But yeah, he's looking at it saying, well, I tell you what, you only bring 40 to the table. You keep the other half of your money. In other words, you match in this relationship, you match me, basically. I mean, how complicated is that? That's all I'm saying. But
well,
it seems like it turns into a problem.
well, it's not complicated to think about it, but when you break it down prior to even saying I love you, we're looking at 769 per week, and we're talking about an easy take home of maybe 550. And if you're looking at a breakdown of that, if he has a car payment, that's in my mind, I know that you didn't ask those questions, and I know, but in terms of me trying to identify how the 40,000 is even looks without me, that to me.
You make it sound like I'm buying a car. But go ahead and continue.
No, I mean, when you break the 40,000, because what you're saying is that you're bringing your 40,000 to the table, right? And she's bringing her 40,000 to the table if we do half of 80. But again, I guess what I'm trying to do is figure out how one would even live single with 40,000 a year. If you take into account 400 a month on car, maybe 80, I mean 60 on gas.
Mm-hmm.
You if you're not living
So you overcalculate. You too busy calculating what I got as opposed to calculating now what we got. Keep in mind,
well,
you're trying to build
well
you're trying to build a life together. You're still saving money, but your sacrifice is can you get past everything else about yourself? Technically, that's really what this comes down to. That's really what it comes down to.
well
You're
I'm
willing
just
to
gonna.
sacrifice, but yet you don't realize. Like for example, I got relatives, right? They make good money. They try their hardest to live off of like $50,000 a year. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, but you're asking, here's the thing. um I think before you even go into a relationship, you have to establish a couple of different categories. You have to have a must have, and then you have to have a deal breaker,
See,
right?
here's
So
the part that makes me laugh about this. The first thing you talking about, he has to have a car note. Suppose the guy
no,
just
no, no,
buys
no,
a
no.
used car every 2 years or 4 years. It out of $2,000. Guys do that.
I didn't say that he has to have a car note. I am just assuming that he may have a car note. Now, if he doesn't, that's fine. But what
That's
I'm
what I
trying to
said.
say
Again, you
is,
drop too many variables into it when it's a very specific question. You're stressing your brain to find a problem with it, and you still
well, I'm
haven't caught
stressing
on to
my
that because that's
brain.
what y'all do all the time in relationships.
All right, here.
I,
Can I jump in right now?
Y'all bring
I
in
done spoke.
well,
variables that are not even being presented.
can I just say something real quick, crew, and
Sure, go ahead,
and then
sis.
you can go ahead. The
Yeah.
only thing I'm going to say is, number one, you're asking for a person to make a sacrifice when we haven't even gotten into a relationship to determine whether or not a sacrifice is warranted.
Only thing I
I mean,
asked was a question. It was just
right,
a
and I
question,
answered yes.
and
I
it's
mean, I
turned into
answered
everything
no.
else that it shouldn't be. It was just a question.
Right, but we've already said no.
And
So
everybody's
is there
brain
another
started jarring,
question?
it started frying. All I could do is hear eggs crackling, like, shh. And
Well,
I'm
you
like,
didn't hear
yo,
anything because everybody was on mute. But what
it's
I'm saying
sarcastic. But go ahead.
is, all I'm saying is that I am not going to ask you to make a sacrifice in a relationship that is just beginning. So it would be really disingenuous for you to ask me to make a sacrifice when I
The
don't
only
have
sacrifice that you
historical.
make it is to get past yourself. No, I'm no, really. You can take yourself off mute. It's not. This is just an.
Okay, can I say something, please?
Go ahead.
I get that that's the
Saving
scenario, but
$40,000 a year, but you just got to get past yourself. Think about this here, and everybody's saying this is unrealistic. Collect, do the math. Everybody, do the math real quick. It's not that
okay, hold
hard.
on.
Go ahead.
I get that that's the scenario that you put on the table, okay?
There's 120. Technically, there's $120,000 on the table total.
Okay.
But you being
No
only,
cash.
but it's only 80 being spent.
You all in your feelings tonight.
No, I'm not. I'm just arguing with y'all because this is out because it's like y'all can't get
No,
past
you're not
the
arguing with
good.
me.
Hold on,
Okay.
hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold hey, wait. Now you talking about feelings. Low cast has no feelings.
I bet.
And no, I'm not gonna let you get away with that bullshit.
Chill out.
Answer the
Chill out.
goddamn question. Now,
Okay.
when low cast
You
is
going
bringing you the act.
Okay, now I want to answer. I want to say something.
Go ahead.
I want to say something. Low cast, I get that that's what you brought to the table, the offer. As far as going half 50-50, she bring 40, you bring 40. Why can't the both of you sit down and discuss your income, your bills, your debt, the situation, and come up with a plan that
Lord,
is
you just added too many things to
doable?
the
I'm
question
not
that wasn't
finished.
even there. The question was
I'm not
simple.
finished
You still added stuff to the question. We got to sit
though.
down
Man,
and do the
I see what your
calculations.
issue is. Go
Do
ahead,
some
y'all.
calculations. This. You would assume a guy in his 30s who would make $40,000 a
Go
year.
ahead, Cruz. Go ahead, Cruz.
Low cash, you
Gemini,
can't control
Jazz,
the
y'all go ahead.
narrative. You can't control
All
the
right, well, let me say
narrative
this,
and put
right?
your
I'm
own
going to back up
variables
low
in it.
cast on
You
Gemini,
this.
expect no
I'll
one else
stop.
to put
Gemini,
Let
variables
I'll
me
in that.
let me back up low cast on this. It doesn't matter if you're in 30s, 40s, or whatever. If you're making 40, 50, 100,000, 200,000 a year, right? The man takes care of everything, and we got you. No matter what. Period.
Thank you,
Leave
Chris.
the shit alone.
But
You
do
know what I
y'all?
mean? I got you. Pretty much. I got you.
But the thing is, overall, I mean, you got a great opportunity right in front of you to build your own wealth. But it seems like in some kind of crazy way, it's like you're not willing to make the sacrifice of just getting past the money issue with yourself. It's like y'all can't get past it. And it makes me wonder what is the real triggering mechanisms behind women sometimes. I mean, guys, we could throw all these scenarios out there, but I really, I'm a very calculating person. I really gotta. It's something that I'm trying to understand. It's like, how can you not get past the opportunity because it's a
Okay.
great opportunity in front of you as far as I see it. That's all it
Low
is. It's a
cast,
great
I
opportunity, but
totally
it seems like somebody
understand
can't
where
get
you're
past it.
coming from.
Huh?
I totally understand where you're coming from. What you're saying is that if you have a woman and she makes 80,000, you make 40,000, and if y'all get together and decide you're gonna build together, and whatever it is that y'all got going on or what y'all trying to do, if you put your 40 and she put 40 of her 80 together, y'all can take care of the financial responsibilities
No,
with
she
that
keep her
80.
40. She keep her 40.
Excuse me, crew. Let me finish.
Crudity.
She can put in 40 of her 80, right? and you could put in your 40, and that together, that's gonna enable y'all to take care of the financial responsibilities. And
Yeah,
she could do whatever she want to do with her other 40.
exactly.
You say, you saying what's wrong with that?
Yeah,
No, I'm saying she
Okay.
can keep her 40. She can have her 80.
because
I'm
I'm
paying
intrigued.
for everything. I'm
What?
paying for everything with my damn 40. Period.
Well, that's not what he's saying. That's not the question that
Right. That's not
Lowcast
what he's saying,
posed.
Crew. So I mean, you blah, 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 and you're wrong.
Because most of the time in a relationship, let's just be real. Even in a marriage, you're both gonna pay some bills. You're both gonna pay. You're both gonna pay expenditures. It's gonna happen. You know. But my thing is, I'm just intrigued by the question because I was surprised how many people said no the first time, and it was like I can't deal with a man who I make more money, and I'm like, if y'all can live within a certain range, lifestyle, financial range, y'all will be okay. You see what I'm saying? I
How
mean,
are you building
you
wealth
can
though?
buy you're building wealth, not him. You're building wealth because to be honest with you, that's the real.
Wait, what?
You're the actual person building the wealth.
Oh, God.
Understand where the females are having, and now okay. I'm gonna speak for me. I'm gonna let them each
Because
speak on
because
their
because,
own.
because cause from my
But no,
own
I
family
want to say something
experiences, you
though. You
realize
gotta
that most of the
understand the
time the
part where
men.
I want to say something.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I want to say something. You gotta understand what we're missing is it seems like you just want to stay where you're at, and maybe we don't want to be with a guy who just want to stay where he's at. Because I get that it's very nice of you, but eventually, are we gonna leave you? Okay, because we can build while we with you, and you letting us do what we want to do with that 40, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's cool, Mr. Nice Guy. Thank you.
Oh, shut
But
up.
you
Go
still
ahead.
sitting here. So if we're the type of woman that we're progressing and you're not a builder, we're not building with you, you just there, then we're gonna look for a builder, right? We're gonna move on.
But
Because if
again,
it because we
but
keep on
again,
growing,
again,
we're
again,
not growing,
again,
we're not growing,
again,
right?
from
You
from my own. Go ahead. I'm sorry, sis.
no, go ahead.
From my own personal experiences, right? Like I said again, you find yourself in a job. Now, listen. I still get raises. I get all those things, but you can't move past a certain point. You get what I'm saying? The glass ceiling you basically run into. You kind of get what I'm going with this. You get what I'm saying? But the bottom
Oh,
line,
I
I
know
hear.
that.
in the current state, in the current situation, right? This is what he has. This is what you got. Can you work with that? Think about it.
Okay.
Now,
I
let's
want to
look
ask
at
you
this.
a question
If a
and
man's
let
been on a
somebody
job for
else.
10 years, that's pretty doggone stable.
My
Can,
answer is it depends on where you have decided you want to go as a couple. What you decided that you want to achieve as a couple. That
Okay,
that
everybody here is over the age of 30, correct?
yes.
Okay, how much further are you planning on going in your life? To the moon? It's not going to happen.
well,
You're that's
You
that's
basically
just
from this
that's
point, you got about
ridiculous. That's a
another. You
ridiculous
probably got
point.
about another 40 years to your life if you're
Low
lucky.
Yeah, I
low
agree with
cast.
her. What
That's
you
a
just said is
ridiculous
ridiculous.
point.
I'm
You
sorry,
you
sis. I
you
can't hear you. Hey,
what
I hate to say this. Gemini, can you turn your mic up a little? Turn your mic or something up. I can't really hear you, man.
I just want to say something. I think his name is Marquise or Marcus in the chat said, um, why would a dude who makes 40,000 even try to be talking to a woman who makes 80,000? I mean,
Sometimes it just
how did y'all
happens.
meet?
It just happens.
Okay.
But obviously, if he's making 40,000, he would run into. Obviously, he has some sort of access now, does he?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said if he's able to run into a woman who makes 80,000 and he makes 40,000, obviously he has access to something now, does he?
Uh,
Okay.
I guess.
Here,
Because if I run
No,
into a doctor or RN or whatever, and she's making 120,000 a year, 200,000 a year, that's fine. Guess what? She's going to live off my income,
oh
my
God.
okay.
50,
that
60 a
is
year.
so not
I
true.
just
Period.
And to
I want
put
to.
it the way you guys are putting it is just ridiculous.
I
There is
don't think
no
it's
way a
ridiculous.
woman is going to
Who is
pocket
going to
that.
fucking
I don't think it's
protect you?
ridiculous.
Who is going
One
to
at a
protect you? Who is going to provide for you? You're going to run into the goddamn
What
wall
I'm
instantly.
saying, hello, excuse
crew.
me.
You
What
don't
I'm
have to do that.
saying,
You don't have to yell.
what I'm saying is that to tell me, okay, sis, you can put your 40 or babe, whatever, you can put your 40 in a savings account and we're going to live off 40 and 40.
That's 80.
If I'm putting 40 in a savings account,
Are you looking at this 80,000 for the rest of your life? Because you're gonna get
are
raises.
you
You know
going
he's
to
gonna
let
get
me
raises.
complete my thought, Locast? Are you going to let me complete this sentence?
I might. Let me think about it.
No, don't think about it.
Go
Just
ahead, sis.
listen.
Go ahead.
Sit back and enjoy the ride.
Go ahead.
It seems ridiculous for unless we have a goal. If you're saying, okay, put your 40,000 away. See, I don't believe in this split up divide stuff. If we're bringing our finances, we're bringing 100% of our finances to the table. We've set goals. We know what we want to do with those. We know if we want to spend a certain amount for vacation. That's where you come into financial planning.
Okay, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this much. Do any of y'all have children on the panel?
Let me finish, and then you can have the floor.
I will.
You have to financially plan, and it's not a matter of he makes 40,000 and I make 80,000. I'm not even talking about that. I'm not even talking about that right now. So let's just put that to the side.
How many of y'all $80,000 girls are single?
I'm putting it to the side, and I'm talking about two people bringing their finances together, and they have developed a plan. This is how it works. And this is how it should work. I don't care how much money you make, either one of you. You bring your money together into the household and you decide what you want to build, how you want to create your life, what your life looks like. And that's what you do.
Facts.
Now we know, we know good and well.
Because
we all know that. Okay, I got one for you.
Because it seems like you ain't trying to do nothing. So why am I getting with you to hear you sit here and say, oh, take your 40 and do what you want to do, and I'm just gonna sit over here and I'm just gonna put my 40 in and pay the bills? Like,
no, my 40 is going to pay all the bills. You can take your 40, and if you want to go on vacations, use your shit and we go on vacations. Whatever. I'm paying the basic shit. I'm supplying everything for you.
See,
I am providing and protecting for you.
The problem with the whole thing, it really shows me how much people are not realistic about situations, and you will tell me that's unrealistic because I actually put all mine together. That's all. Listen, first of all, the truth about a relationship, the perfect relationship is a relationship that you will agree upon. There's always terms and conditions to a relationship. All this other stuff y'all keep throwing in there just goes to show how unrealistic sometimes y'all can be. And I'm not talking about anybody specific on the panel. Let me just make that really clear.
Think about what she's saying. Like, we need to set
really
goals.
It's just frying your brains because y'all don't want to. It's just frying your brains because the fact of the matter is that you cannot imagine that thing. That's the problem. You can't get beside yourself. That's really what it's telling me.
So what are you trying to accomplish in life? Like, what do you want to do with yourself? Like, you just want your woman to go spend $40,000 a year or whatever, and y'all just sit in the same spot doing the same thing?
I don't believe that's true because if you plan on raising kids, you're gonna be stationary for the next 20. That's the ideal thing about it. Usually when you have children, it's called stability. So you're both able to be stable for at least the next 20 to 30 years. So what's the problem? All of a sudden, all this imagination, this imaginative stuff starts popping up, and you don't even notice it. That's what I was talking about before.
I don't know.
Oh, but wait, what happened when you're making $120,000 a year and you don't have nobody to put your life insurance on? When you don't have no goddamn.
Let me just say this, and I'm done with it. The overall point that I'm just trying to make, I'm just trying to point out to you sisters, is that sometimes the ball right now is in the sisters' courts, but y'all still don't know how to play the ball. You still don't know how to play the field. You're still not playing the game of life the way it should be played. Sometimes you have to create some new parameters, and it seems like none of y'all want to do it. And each one of you all are coming with these y'all still dealing. You're dealing with an upside down situation that causes that requires you to have to make some type of
I disagree.
adaptations and changes, and you want to stay in the same construct
No, that's you.
that
That's
you haven't
you.
even known.
That's you.
You want to
No. You got no. I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm not gonna let you do that.
Go ahead.
You're trying to put us in a category with somebody else that you done had a conversation with, and that's not gonna work. Okay. Listen,
this is based off
Linda, listen.
I'll send you the video when you get a chance to.
Okay. All right. But listen to what I'm saying. What I'm trying to ask you is, are you trying to improve your situation? You and your woman together, are you guys setting goals together?
How the fuck is that a situation, so? I mean, all of a sudden it seems like I got a crutch on me. Your situation,
so you just want to
I'm being real with you because
the only thing that you presented to me is just we pay the bills and she spend her money how she want to. And I'm sorry, that's not a situation that I'm gonna be like, it sounds fun to somebody in their 20s.
So you mean to tell me that I'm unrealisticness and I'm really the one with the upside down imagination?
I don't know. Y'all can.
No, all right. Here's what I would say to that. Right. So yeah, say maybe I make the 30,000-40,000 a year, and we live off my 30,000-40,000 a year, and you're an RN or you're a doctor or you know what I mean, PhD type shit, right? Yes, I supply the basics. I got you. You know what I mean? And that's consistent. I will make sure that shit is consistent all day. Now, but you want to do some extra shit? Vacations, all this, that. You got a job? Shit, you pay for that shit. I got you. I'm going to support everything. But guess what? The backbone of everything, you're going to be able to come back home. You're going to be able to do this, that. I got you.
And this is why
that is what men do. You know, you got a whole lion right there that will fight just for you.
See, the thing is, like I said again, let's try to, like I said, it's not, I know it's not well thought out, but the point that I'm trying to make is that when you look at the current state of man and between black men and black women's relationships, you got a lot of single sisters out here who are making more money than the men. And like I said in the previous video, but I'm saying it now, is that it looks like it's almost by design. It's not the men are incompetent type shit. And I'm just telling you from my own experiences. Like I said, if you work on a job for 10 years, the job must be pretty goddamn stable. Think about it. Being a black man, 10 years, that's a stable job. And I think sometimes, again, because most of the time, some of us do not grow up with both parents in the household. You don't really see how mothers and fathers really negotiate and work their relationships. Because like I said, in my household, that was the case. Mama made more money than daddy. But guess what? They raised some damn good kids.
And also low cash. Who run the house? Who run the house? Who run the house? Who run the house, regardless of.
Hey, if I say this here, you gotta have to take this down when I finish. The dominant personnel in the house is my mother because that's just how she is. My dad still handles all the business.
Okay, well, that's great.
So, can anybody tell me? Does anybody do any of y'all come from single parent homes or both parents in the house?
Both parents were in the household, and I'm gonna tell you, all the way down to my great grandfather, they have always been, the men have always been the providers in in the marriages, and they've always been the leaders and the breadwinners. So
that's good.
What
so obviously it sounds like you probably come from like third or fourth generation in your family. So you probably like the third generation to go to college, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that makes sense. So you're probably your family is always showing upward mobility.
Yes.
And that clearly goes to show that. Just lost my train of thought. You're still a rare case cocaine. by the way.
Yeah, I guess I am. I don't
You got a
know.
lot of your folk who are who's still at ground zero and still the first people in their family to go to college.
Oh no, my great grandmother went to college.
No, but I'm saying that
Um,
you're still a rare
no.
case.
I understand what you're
So
saying, but
so
I'm just
you
making a
understand
statement.
that. So you should understand automatically that the chances of you running into a man who's outside of your class is not always practical. Am I correct?
I when you say running into a man, I
In
mean
other
I
words, the places that you go to, like in other words, the places that you would normally go to mix and mingle, are not the same place you're gonna find a person who makes 40,000.
that is correct.
Okay. Unfortunately, you still have your 80,000 people. You still have a lot of people who make 80,000 who still find themselves in those same social classes because that's really where they come from the first place. You kind of get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you do run into the possibility that a guy who makes 40,000, who makes 40,000 could run into a woman who makes 80,000. It's still possible.
I mean, anything's possible.
Okay. But the
My
bottom
point
line
is
is that
the 40,000 versus the 80,000. The man still got to run it.
Yeah, but what it sounds like, is I guess when you're talking about a man making less, I think that from a woman's standpoint, what that looks like, and it may not be the case. Let me just state that, but the lack of income could be masked by a greater problem, which is lack of drive. If he's been in his
Thank you.
business, I mean not his business, I'm sorry, been at his job for over 5 years, and he is still at 40,000.
no, that's
um
not what I said.
no, I know you said
Oh, go
10.
ahead.
You said 10, right?
I says current. I say he's currently as he's been there he's been there for 10 years. I guess you thinking that I mean for 10 years he's been making $40,000 straight. That
No, I'm assuming
you
that he
you
started
couldn't
off
you that
lower
couldn't
than that.
physically have that. That's trust me. It's time to leave. Sorry.
The
Well, go ahead.
point what he's saying is it's not the amount of the income that I think either of us necessarily have a problem with so much as it sounds like you just want to
You know what I
sit
you know
and
what
stay
I
where
think I need
you're
to do?
at.
I'm gonna go
And
back to the
also,
drawing
every time
board with this
we
one
start to talk,
because I see where the
you
problem's
don't
coming
let
from.
us finish.
Huh?
I said, also, every time we start to talk, you don't let us finish.
Oh, because y'all say too much. Um,
I know we
nah,
don't.
I work it
We
as a
don't get to
flaw,
say
man.
enough. That's actually, we don't even get to finish our thoughts. It's like you got to bully your way in, and I don't feel comfortable doing that a lot. So it's starting to, you know.
Okay, I got you.
But yeah, I mean, I was sitting back listening to you do it to her. It's like you asked her a question, and then it's like she'll answer, but then when she was like finishing her answer, you would cut her off, and then you asked another question, and then she was answering, and you cut her off, cut her off, cut her off, cut her off.
All right, well, I'll work on it.
Thank
Wow.
you.
All right. Can I speak? All right. So if motherfucker making 80,000, a motherfucker making 200,000, right? And I've witnessed this in my life, right? I've seen this in my life, right? The man still got to goddamn be in charge, right? So yeah, you're making that good money, right? But I'm providing protecting for you, cause you can go do whatever the hell you want to do. You know what I mean? But shit, if you got a motherfucker that's taking care of you and doing all of this, you're probably not gonna find it nowhere else. Like this is it. Like Michael Jackson, this is it. So like, deal with the person that is actually finna put their life on the line for you and actually take care of you and do this and that for you. Like it doesn't matter the money, it matters the protection and the damn consistency of it.
No, I understand. And like I said, initially, I don't think you were on the panel. If I made more than 80,000, and he made 40, then I possibly would entertain dating someone who made 40,000. But um 80,000 that I'm making annually is not enough money for me to say, um I will accept someone making 40.
Right. Now, keep in mind, I purposely did that on purpose. I kind of did that on purpose because it's really just to see how much, how reasonable can a female be for the most part. And my thing about it is that in many cases nowadays, you find yourselves where your people, you got too many issues we got too many issues on the table. And my thing about it is the culture really looking to really fix itself, or is it really looking to just kind of like just fade out of existence? You see what I'm saying? Because like if you listen, in the last live stream we were talking about, I was pointing out the fact of the matter is that your birth rate is actually lower than that of white folk, and still haven't taken notice of it. It's like we still haven't personally taken a survey of our current situation. And it's like everybody's just going willy nilly and not realizing that even though it looks like it's being progressive, that it looks like people, like women, are making this progress. Is that it
Wait,
look
wait, wait, wait. Did he just throw another variable into the situation?
probably I did, but I think
Okay.
I'm trying my hardest to
I'm
try
just
to
making
explain it.
sure. I'm just making sure. Go ahead.
You got me on that.
Which one of y'all got a degree in science? I'm asking you. Which one is a science degree, a STEM degree?
I have a master's degree. I
So
have a
y'all can speak
master's
about
degree.
variables.
I have a master's degree.
In
Okay,
what? In what?
Psychology. Psychology. Thank you.
good. I definitely need to talk
Okay,
to you.
that is one of the sciences. That is
Gemini. I
one of
really
the
need.
social science,
It says my
not an
degree
actual
says
science, but
Master of
it's
Science.
good.
My degree actually says Masters of Science.
You said social sciences, right?
No, sir. It says Master of Science.
No,
My degree
what
says
area of
Master of
study?
Science. It's psychology.
Yeah, okay.
Let us pray. Um. Okay. Cool. All right. That's all I
Okay,
had.
no, Cass, I understand, what you're saying about because I think I get the feel of, what your interest is, and that's, families, and that's us as, our people, man and woman, learning how to fix our issues a little bit more and coming together, working on relationships, raising families. That is definitely a topic of interest of mine as well. So I think I get where your passion lies ultimately.
Thank you.
Um, I think at the end of the day, you just gotta find someone who you're compatible with and who you're attracted to each other, and that you can sit down and have a conversation, and you can listen to each other,
I want you to see my
and
face right now. But go
be
ahead.
um, work together and figure out something that will work for the both of you. And just kind of keep in mind that what you may think needs to be done, like you may have it all figured out, but you still have to understand that there's a whole nother person there that is coming into the picture. And like you said, possibly that person may have children, or you may have children. And so there may be some other things to factor in. So you may have to tweak your plans a little bit as you originally thought. But whatever it takes to figure out something that will possibly work for you guys. And if that's not working, you guys are trying it out, you see it's not working, then you just sit down again and talk about it, and try and, okay, well, let's do this. But as long as you two are willing to work together, that's a start. And I mean, because I think when we try to, dominate one over the other, you know, um, and think you know it all and you haven't even done it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you don't necessarily, and you just have to be a little bit more humble, if you will. So, like, I don't necessarily think it has to be all about the money, although I mean it's necessary. We need the money to
What are you gonna do with the
survive.
money? Survive and go on vacations when you live in a culture when
I
your
mean, people
current
keep
You're
existing
saying
product.
wait a minute, wait a minute,
I'm
wait a
not
minute, wait a minute,
sure.
Locas. Wait a minute. You're talking about providing for a future for your children. See, this is the thing that we lack as a black community. White people are passing down wealth to their children. So
But
we
you've
have
already
to
technically you've been shut out of wealth for a long time.
no.
Did you ever
You're
notice that?
shutting yourself out of wealth.
How am
There
I?
is the potential to grow. There is
Where
always
show me? Can
Hold
you?
on,
growth.
wait, 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 wait,
I
wait,
mean,
I'm
wait.
not
Well,
shutting
all
myself
black,
out of wealth.
well, black women want to be feminists. They still make less money than a white woman, but they went against the
Regardless,
black man, and they
regardless,
still make less money than the white
regardless,
woman.
Yeah, let's not
regardless,
do that.
black people
Are
have the
you? Are you?
ability to build for their children and pass down generational wealth. Whether we
And
do
you
so, whether
and
we
have you
do
found that
so
man
or
yet to build
not,
that generational wealth
whether
with?
we do so or not is our
Yes.
choice.
How about these $100,000 a year chicks? Are they passing down wealth to where?
I got a question for everybody on the panel. It is currently a few minutes to 3 o'clock. I have
mhm.
1, 2, 3 beautiful ladies. I'm assuming Gemini is beautiful because her personality is so radiant. Really, it is actually. They got time to be on this panel, so obviously, you know, there's nobody else. I'm assuming there's nobody else there at the moment
Mm.
who may need their attention because they're up. So I'm asking myself, how can you be this realistic about situations and circumstances, but yet you don't have anybody to share anything with?
You can't
I
make
mean,
that assumption, sir.
I'm just
Don't
making
make
that
that
assumption because
assumption.
I'm
Don't
just
make that
making that.
assumption.
Yes, I know I'm making an assumption, man. I know I am.
Yeah, I know how he can make that assumption because I've seen it over and over again. And motherfuckers is making all this money over and over again,
And
and they
y'all
be
still be
growing up
single.
to be old cat ladies.
No,
And
but no,
they
but
have a
no, no,
whole
but
bunch
here,
of money and
ladies,
don't
ladies,
have
ladies,
nobody to give it
ladies,
to.
ladies. To be real with you, I'm gonna be real with you. Some of y'all don't realize that sometimes this stuff is intentional that's happening to us. And even though you may feel like you're making upward mobility, you're not passing on nothing to nobody because you're the last because technically you're it. I mean, the projection really for black folk living in America, meaning living in America, being here in America, is 30 years. They don't mean in 30 years you're not gonna be here. I mean, at year 30, you're done. You're not here. But yet we're
Okay.
sitting here having these muddled state of mind arguments. But yet it seems like
Okay.
nobody wants to change their mind about anything.
It seems that
Low
you're
cast.
the one that feels like you need to change the minds of other people.
Well, yes, I
I
do.
don't
That's the reason
believe
why I
you're
even
one.
joined on.
I don't
That's the
All
believe
reason
right,
why I came
here's
here.
what here here. All
I
right,
see
all
any
right. Low
woman on
cast,
this
low cast.
panel.
Let me tell you. Let
I
me tell
don't
you and
believe
Gemini
any
something.
woman on this panel is unhappy. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
guess what? Guess what?
Okay. Hold on a
Anybody's
second.
40, 50, $60,000 a year as a man is going to pass that on. They got life insurance, they got all of this, everything else for everybody else that they're taking care of. Now, a woman at 200, 300, $400,000 a year, what the fuck is she doing? She's single, she's by herself, nobody wants her, nobody's there
No,
with her,
no.
and she's an old cat lady. Where the fuck is her money going to?
See, in
Okay,
the
hold
grand in
on.
the
I'm
grand
glad
scheme
you
of this
asked that.
stuff,
Hold
go
on.
ahead,
Wait. Lucas, I want to ask you a question.
ma'am. Go ahead.
That speech you just gave, it was cute,
Which
but
one?
when you first, the one you just gave before Gemini went and Crew went.
Okay.
Now, when you first pitched your dilemma, you didn't say nothing about building no wealth and passing nothing down. You said you wanted your woman to put 40 of her 80 and you put 40 and y'all pay the bills and she take her 40 and do whatever she wants to. Now, nowhere
The other
in
half
that
of her
did I
40. The other half of her 40. I mean, I'm
okay.
tripping. The other,
Okay.
Go ahead, man.
Okay, let me finish, darling. Thank you. I did not hear you say anything about y'all's plans on how y'all gonna build generational wealth or none of that. I mean, and that's really where I had a problem. Like, it was just she could do whatever she want to do with that other 40, which is, I guess, is cute and cool for,
Well,
20-year-old or whatever.
technically, the way I personally feel about it is that I look at it like this. Yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know. Maybe this might be a flaw of mine. It's your shit anyway. You get what I'm saying? I mean, as a man, I don't want my woman's money. You kind of get what I'm going with this. You get what I'm saying? I really don't want your money.
I mean,
No, sir, I don't get it.
So
That's
so
not,
so
that's
it's
not it. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It's our money. It's
from
our
your
money.
from
Our
your
money.
standpoint. Listen, from your
My
standpoint,
money is part of our household.
and that's
look,
beautiful.
baby, if
But
we ain't building, I don't need you.
feel,
I'm
No,
just
but your
saying.
money don't pay for shit. Your money pay the cable bill.
because
My
that's how
money
guys be
pays the
thinking about
goddamn
stuff, and y'all
no,
ain't caught on to that.
my money pays the mortgage. My money pays the damn water bill, the light bill, the gas bill. Your money pays the cable bill, the internet bill, the extras. I pay for the shit to make sure you're still here. My money pays for the rifle. My money pays for the goddamn gun range. My money pays for the goddamn groceries. That's what
Okay,
my money
CRE.
pays for.
Okay,
Now
CRE. Why you have
the
that?
extra
Why you
shit. No,
have that?
whoa, whoa,
Why
whoa,
you
whoa. I'm
have
still. Did I
that?
finish yet?
Go
Did I
ahead.
finish yet?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. My bad. Go ahead.
All right. So my money pays for the groceries, the extra. I mean, but the groceries, the light bill, the cable. I mean, not the cable. The groceries, the light bill, the water bill, the gas bill, the damn, all of that. I pay for the basics, the rent, the shit like that. I am, I am your fucking ground. You know what I mean? Now all the extra shit you do, that's cool. You can do whatever you do, but mind you, I am the one protecting you. I am the one here for you. That you can go try to find somebody else or do this and that. But I'm the one that was here for you. And the older you get chasing your money, the fewer people you would get, and the magnetic pull ain't gonna be the same. This is the strongest magnetic pull you'll get. As I'm a man, and this is what we do. I'm done.
Well said, brother. Well said. Can I take a moment, please? So,
Absolutely.
hey guys, listen, we got 39 people watching and only 20 likes. Why don't you show the sister some love? Everybody press the like button, please.
Thank you, guys.
And shout out to the chat. Appreciate y'all. So, Kels, am I crazy?
Oh, whoa. Let me step you one time for y'all get into it again, right? Because I smell so good.
Y'all.
I smell so good out here. All the I gotta keep shotguns in the windows and shit because all
How
these
many
college
white
girls.
girls you picked up today, crew? How many,
Because I be wearing this damn Akasha's Naturals.
how many white girls you picked up today, crew?
Picked up or beat off of me.
Okay, yeah, that one.
Yeah, well, they're on spring break, so
Cause you be dating them white girls.
I date. What is dating? Ask
You don't know what dating is?
ask any black man from Chicago what is dating.
Crew, you're in North Dakota.
I don't.
Okay.
I all right. I'm from Chicago. I've been to North Carolina. I've been to Africa. What is dating?
Where you
I
at
still
right
don't know. I still do not know what is dating.
now? Okay.
I've never been on a date. I've been
Okay,
married.
so but you know what
I've been married for
as you
10
just
years.
said.
I've never been on a date.
So you don't go from hello to married, right?
I've never been on a date.
Okay. So whatever you do with the female, I know you're doing it with them white girls out there.
I'm on YouTube too much.
Why is that a concern? He got to be dealing with white girls. Come on,
Because
man.
he always bringing it up.
Oh, okay, maybe yes.
I don't
And
bring them up. I just happen to
he
say I
too
live in
dark.
a college town.
What? You never said that before.
I live in a college town. There's like 9 colleges out here. 8 or 9 colleges out
That's
here. So when summertime comes
be
out,
careful.
shit, what can I do? Shit. I trip over these motherfuckers.
Be careful with them people's daughters.
Hey, I hate to do this to you, but hey, I appreciate everybody on the panel. Thanks for having me on, but I gotta wrap this up.
All right, Lowcast. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, you're more than
Shout
welcome.
out Lowcast, man. Hey, Lowcast, you got a new drink for Sunday? We gonna do that one again?
Yeah, we could do another one. What do you mean? I
No,
can only give you about an hour and a half or 2 hours,
no.
and you have to drink some water though, bro. We got to get them kidneys cleaned All right, CRU, you take it easy. Cocaine, I really appreciate you. Gemini, it was a pleasure meeting you. You really cool though, and so you know how to reach me. Okay.
All right,
Uh-oh.
you take
Thank you.
care.
All right.
Let's do it again sometime.
All right. Thanks for having me on. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you for coming.
Peace out.
I think he really likes you, Gemini. So what's this crew, this show y'all having on Sundays with the drinking? What's that?
Oh, you see, now I know you don't watch my channel.
Answer the question.
No, I'm
What is
finna
this
deflect
show?
like you do. I'm finna deflect like you do.
Oh, well, here we go with the shits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, let me start acting like you do.
What's up, people in the chat? Do y'all have anything y'all want to say about what y'all heard so far with the discussion? You said he has a wife that pampers him well. Who? Who has a wife that pampers him well? No, Locas is. It sounds like he's single. I think that came from a conversation from another chat. Peace, Kendra. Yeah, I think that came from a conversation from another chat. So, do y'all want to add anything or say anything about where this conversation was going, or anybody want to have any?
Well, I would have figured y'all would have tried to ambush me right now, but I know I got my girl Cocaine Kales out here.
What
So,
up? So the only thing I wanted to add is the fact that, birth rates are low across the board, regardless of race. And it's at a all-time low. Um, Let me see. It's at an all-time low. I'm sorry. It fell to the lowest level in 32 years. Sorry about that. I got a text message. But anyway, so I guess my point is that this is not a white or black issue. And I'm responding to Loadcast when he mentioned the fact that low. I think he mentioned births or something in regards to that. So I do want to add that part. Um, Statistically speaking, when you talk about a woman and what a woman wants as it relates to the question that Loadcast posed, um, women are still in the mindset of how, excuse me, the gender roles were established a long time ago. And there's a small percentage of women who would accept what Loadcast is offering based on his example. Um, so it kind of, I don't know if he has looked at the statistics, or if he's just basing his talking points around what he sees. So that was a little confusing to me because when I look at the statistics, it pretty much aligns with what the women have said today and what the women said yesterday. So that's just my 2 cents.
Okay. Well, that's interesting information because I did not know that birth rates were low on our end of the spectrum. Like, what? Wow.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah, they are. Gosh, they're low. They're lower on our
mm-hmm,
side. They're better than theirs, but they're low on our
still,
side as well.
Yes.
And
So,
so
I do account a lot of it to this empire agenda. I'm not going to say, but the empire
the
agenda,
what?
the empire
I got. Mm-hmm, I got you.
empire agenda, the Hollywood agenda. I'm not going to say it
Mm-hmm.
like on your channel, so you know what I mean. But like,
I know.
you
I
know,
got you. I said I got.
but it's two different agendas that they're on, and those are both to bring us down. Uh, as for population control and all of that. Um,
mm-hmm.
I also
Wow. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't see. Look, if we were able to do what we actually do, like as black people, as people in general, right, without the policies and the laws in place, right, women would not be able to divorce a man for no reason, right? Um, women would not be out there going like that. Men wouldn't even be going out like that, but women especially, right? But since women know, oh yeah, all right, I'll take this and I'll catch a check. It's a mitigating circumstance for that. That's the policy that was set in place, and it was set in place a long time ago. Roe v. Wade, 75 or something, 1975 or something. It's everybody needs to get back on that strict shit, on that grandfather was raising you shit. Oh, you go to the, yeah, don't touch her butt. Do not touch her butt unless you thinking about marrying her. You know what I mean? Focus on your business. Get your shit done first. Woman, don't do that shit. Don't go. Don't do shit. Every woman I talk to them like I talk to my daughter. Don't do this shit. Do not do this shit. Like that shit will fuck up your life. Don't do it. Can y'all,
Don't do
What?
what?
girl?
CRU?
Don't. All right. Any boy that looks at you crazy, I have a shotgun. I'm finna get him. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
Any
Okay.
You said
like you
any
want to
woman
hold
that
his
you talk
hand?
to?
You can hold his hands, but I'm eating the popcorn in between y'all, mother. You know, like shit. I'm right there in the seat behind y'all. I'm watching you. Like no, it's a
So you said.
chaperone. That's how they always used to do it.
Hmm.
Like no, don't do it until you got somebody that's there finna invest in you, finna actually keep you in their possession. You get me?
Right. I got you. I got you.
Well, and
You
if I
said.
can also, oh, I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I want to go for now.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead.
I was just going to say, I think that did you all talk about like the abortion situation or no? Did I hear something about
Um,
that?
on the other video we didn't on
Oh,
this
okay.
one.
Okay. Okay.
You
Well,
got something you want to say to?
yeah, well the only other the one point that I wanted to make about the abortion and the new laws that they're trying to pass and so forth, specifically speaking, Alabama and Georgia. And just to let everybody know that abortion is still legal in Alabama and Georgia, despite the new abortion bans. And essentially, I think what's going to happen is they're going to take it to the Supreme Court to be able to decide to overturn Roe versus Wade. But the interesting thing about Alabama is that the law was decided by 25 white men uh, as to how.
Who was the governor that signed it?
Well, it has to. Um, who is the governor? I'm not sure who the governor was.
Did
Oh,
you
it
hear?
was that old ass white lady.
But did you hear what what?
Yes. Oh wow. Wait. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Wait. Let me bring you facts. Look up the Alabama governor. All of y'all that's listening. Alabama governor who signed that damn law into shit yesterday or the day before. Look her up. She's a 75-year-old white lady.
Well, she signed it, but
That's the
before she did,
governor. Oh, I didn't know who the governor was.
Gotcha.
okay. Well, the Alabama law is scheduled to go into effect in November. However, they are going to face some legal challenges because it does interfere or or have a direct conflict with Roe versus Wade.
Hmm.
So, um, you know, that's just something to keep in mind.
Right, and I do think that they are trying to overturn Roe versus Wade.
Yeah. Hmm. Which is, it's been a
Yeah, I
strategic.
say it's beautiful.
Okay.
And no, I'm sorry, Kels.
Dang,
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
No, I'm along your line of thought, right? I know they're doing that to overturn Roe versus Wade,
Hmm.
right? And people talk about, oh, I'm gonna go to the next state. I'm gonna go to the next state. Well, what do you have? Georgia, Alabama, Arkansas, Tennessee. That's where you're gonna go. If you can get enough money to get out of them states, then you probably had enough money to think ahead of yourself not to get pregnant in the first place.
Right, right. Well, I mean, my thing is that.
It's just gonna make it more expensive to do it. And I do like how they did that. Let me finish. I like how they did that. I don't agree with abortion. I do think that the Roe versus Wade, which was 46 years ago in 1975 when it passed, uh, I think that was what set the feminists off. Say, oh shit, I can fuck everything and shit. If the nigga ain't shit, then goddamn I can go get the baby brains pulled out and don't even have to tell him shit because it's my body.
Mm.
Never, ever, ever has it been like that until 46 years ago. All the entire existence of the world.
But
If
wasn't
you go thought
didn't that
yourself
include?
out, you would get stoned. If you have a baby out of wedlock, you will be hungry because you picked the wrong nigga. All of this shit, this is natural selection. This is naturally what happens. If you do some fuck shit, you get fucked up. Pretty much. That is exactly how the world works. Now, they've been subsidizing this bullshit forever. For fucking 46 years. You know what I mean? Like, no, it needs to get overturned. And I'm sorry I'm passionate about it. But like the first thing when I got my damn wife pregnant, my dad called me said, do not get an abortion. And I'm like, I was never even thinking about that. And I married the girl and shit. My daughter speaks 4 languages. She lives in Africa. I'm good. She's good. Like, at least there's an option. What options do you have from the grave? Women should not choose
What?
life or death.
What crew? Oh, Maribel said, just give him more alcohol. I'm done. I'm done. Oh man. Oh boy. I don't know. It'd be a couple of things you be saying that I'd be wanting to. I'd be like, okay, okay, and then it's like you just go too far. Like I don't know what I lost you. You lost me. We lost each other. I can't find you. Where you at, crew? I don't know what happened, but I
I
hear you
fell off
though.
the
I
boat. I
guess.
fell off the boat.
So you don't
But
like
guess
Roe
what? I'm gonna
versus
swim and
Wade.
catch up. I'll see y'all at shore leave.
Hmm. So you don't like Roe versus Wade.
Oh no, that's
That's what you
retarded. It's a whole bunch of shit with the government I don't like. Roe versus
said.
Wade is
Hmm.
one step in the right direction of like if we reverse Roe versus Wade, your child is your child. Whether it's the size of your
Hmm.
fingernail, your thumbnail, or your pinky nail, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. That motherfucker has a heartbeat. You just said that shit. Eye
What
sockets,
you gotta?
ears.
Hold on. I'm sorry, but crew, you're not gonna convince me that you're sitting up here advocating for a fetus, a embryo, a baby, a life, a heartbeat, none of that, and you calling it a motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? Like those two don't go together.
I
It's not
call
working.
everybody, hey, Soul Alchemy, Aakasha, you motherfucker. You know I like you. But
Yeah.
no. But yeah, no, that's just the normal shit. I call everybody else a nigga. Hey, Taz, you nigga, what the fuck? Call my best friends a nigga. You know what I mean? Run with it. Make
Mm.
the beats with me. You motherfucker. I don't know Kels enough yet to call her be like, hey, bitch, what the fuck is you talking about, Kels? You know what I mean?
How do you even do that?
No,
I don't
but
care how.
no,
Okay.
but let us get 3 years in, right? Let us get 3 years in, right? Me and Kels will be going at it over a point or
Nah, because
something.
you don't talk to me like that. So something is wrong with you
Hold
right
on,
now.
you just told everybody I talk to you like
No, you don't talk to me like that. I'll be doggone. You wouldn't be sitting on my panel if
that.
you talked to me like that. And you know
No,
it. You
yeah.
barely breathe the way you do try to come at me. Because I have to slice your head off all the time because you be so out of pocket. And you just told on yourself earlier because you said you talk to every woman you talk to the same way you talk to your daughter. And that's your problem. You can't do that. Your
Why
daughter's
can't I?
your daughter. Every other woman.
Every woman that potentially that I would talk to that I could potentially have as my mate or my wife or whatever. It's the same thing
You men ain't
as my daughter. You're under my protection. My daughter's under my protection until I give her to her husband. Man code.
oh,
And
boy, boy.
well, also, I mean, I think that it's important for us to understand when we're, trying to find a mate that you should never be persuaded into bending your core values or
Hmm.
your must haves, um, just based off of just feeling sorry for someone or what
There you
have
go.
you. And so, um, as women and men, you have to kind of look at what it is that you want, and what it is that you can deal with, and what is a deal breaker for you.
Hmm.
And you need to stand on your square about that, because if not, you're going to be regretting your decisions. And I think that what makes us adults is for us to be able to make decisions, sound decisions. What crew shit?
Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
I agree with what you're saying. What you're saying is very important. Yeah. I mean, I don't think we should be bullied into it. I don't think we should be feel pressure, none of these other things that I've been hearing, like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
right, and you shouldn't feel sorry for yourself, about how you grew up. If you grew up in a single parent home or whatever the case may be, I mean, those things happen, but it does not define your destination, if that makes any sense. It shapes it. It allows you to have experiences that are solely yours. But at the same time, because we are adults, we have the right to make the decisions that are in our best interest. And I'm not
All
trying
right.
to be
Hey,
like
Kat.
Dr. Phil or nothing like that or whoever. I'm just saying that, when I'm listening to these men and I'm listening to some of the women and they start bringing up, being from a single family home as if that's a crutch. And I know that a lot of times you are affected by coming from a single parent home. But at the same time, because you're an adult, you have the opportunity to make whatever you feel was wrong right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it.
That's true. I agree with that so much, and I hear it a lot myself. I was just listening to another show that I mentioned in an earlier video, and now crew that you're here, you can help me remember the name of his new channel. The brother that I mentioned earlier that you sent me the link to.
Oh, you
Um,
talking about the business?
he has some really he does really good
Jason
shows. I
Black.
think.
Jason Black.
Yes. What did he name his new
The
his
business.
the
The
business? Yes.
business has to do with relationships.
Okay. Yes. This I love that. So far
The
from what I
Black
hear, and I listened
Authority.
to quite a few episodes. And I was listening to one yesterday, and I heard a couple of people that came on and was expressing their frustrations with um, being able to navigate through issues. And they mentioned, their problems stemming back to coming from a single parent household. And I understand that that's a problem, um, and it's a huge problem. It seemed like for a lot of people, but man, because like this brother in particular, he was saying he won't date single mothers because of that. And Jason was telling him, okay, that's fine. You don't have to. Maybe somebody else will, or whatever. Because the brother was kind of saying, well, no, nobody else is gonna do it either. But he was like, no, that's fine. Maybe somebody else will. Because the guy was saying, I know how important it is, to have the father in the household. He was like, but I'm not gonna do it because I grew up with a single mother. And then he went on and on about it. He was, talking about all the negatives that, you know,
I
he
would
felt
say
like.
like he said like basically I could break down what Jason, you know what I mean, Jason Black said. Uh
Are you
you
gonna finish my point for me?
mm, I'm
That
going
what's
to
going
finish
on?
it from the man side. I'll finish it
Mm,
from the man side, right?
okay. So you gonna finish what I was gonna say? Okay, got you. Go ahead, do
So,
you? See,
but basically, Jason
y'all
said like the
do.
19, 20, if you're up to like 23, 25 year olds, yeah, you don't
That's
want no
so
single
sick
mother
of
because
y'all.
you don't have your life in order yet.
That's why don't nobody want to put up with y'all asses.
All right, go ahead, Akasha.
Oh,
Go
you
ahead.
got it, bro. You got it. You took it. You got it. It's yours. Cause you the man.
I know. I'm glad you said it a lot on live broadcast. So anyway,
Mm-hmm.
no, but basically, like anybody up to like 25, you're still finding yourself. You haven't found yourself yet. You're a man, but you're not. You're still a boy. Now, once you get up to like 30, 40 years old, now you're a man. Men age like wine. You know what I mean? Women age like cheese or seafood if they're
Shit.
bad bitches. Bad bitches age like seafood. Put some shrimp on the table and come get it in 3 hours. Shit, you better off drinking the damn milk.
What's really going on? What's really going on, y'all?
No, but no, that's how it is. Like that's how it is in real life. You know what I mean? So it's like you now Every woman hits the wall. Men hit the wall about when they're like 50, 60, or when they die. You know, men work all their lives. Uh, women, it's like, okay, if I'm 50 and I got me a 40-year-old woman and she's still looking fine, cool. That's what's up. It's overweight. But that 50-year-old man is still providing for that 40-year-old woman, and he still got a life insurance policy and everything. He's taking care of everything. That's what men do. We take care of everything. We provide and protect.
Well, you do
Well,
realize that that's not what Loadcast said, correct?
well, me and Lowcast are not the same person.
No, but you were, when he was on, you kept saying, what you were saying, but we don't disagree. Well, no, not we. I don't disagree. Is that a double negative? Yes. Let me see. I
Say, I
agree.
do agree with you on some things.
Yeah. It's getting late, so
You didn't want to say that. No, you're just trying to figure out in any kind of way you say you don't agree with.
No. I do agree with the way that you approached the relationship, even if you made less. So, when you're talking about the difference in a man, and I'm not discounting anybody, but the way that Crew said it was, he's still going to be a man regardless of how much he makes, and he's still going to take care of what needs to be taken care of. So
Mhm.
it's a whole different mindset
Mhm.
than just saying, let's go half on a baby or whatever. And so it's like,
Mhm.
because I was really trying to kind of entertain what Loadcast was saying from a financial standpoint. But when I got to looking at the numbers, I'm like, wait a minute. How are we going to build wealth? That's what I did understand when he mentioned that. But he's not here to answer it. But at the same time, I'm just like, I can't conform to what you want me to, in terms of sacrifice and da 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 da. Like, that
Hey,
doesn't even make
Kels,
sense.
Kels, what if I said this, right? So say you're the lawyer making 200,000 a year, right? But I'm paying the rent, and we're living in a decent apartment, not upper class, not a big ass house, not Benzes, not all of that, right? But I'm paying for the basics, right?
Rent in the house, man. If y'all don't stop with this,
No, listen. Will you listen for a second, right? So now if I say, right, so say I'm your man, right? And I say this is what's happening, right? You can go to court, you can go do this, you can go do whatever. You know what I mean? Shit, Akasha be my second wife. And she can go sell her shampoos and everything, blah, 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 blah. But this is the house. I take care of the house. Everything is good in the house. Whatever kids come,
you don't
I,
own
I
it.
no, I make sure that college is done. I make sure all of that is done. Whatever money y'all make on the side, we invest it. We do this. We do this. Guess what? That's where the generation comes in. You get me?
Yeah, I understand.
It's like it's not. I'm trying to. You know what I mean? But to me, it's like women are emotional.
See, are you? Can you repeat that from the beginning?
Yes,
I'm just kidding. I'm
yes,
just kidding.
I can. But no, but like it doesn't matter how much the man makes. But like if he got women that or a woman or women that are supporting him, that's you know what I mean. Like the man would do great things. You turn that man into Superman, and the man is already Superman. But you just
Mhm.
tell Clark Kent take your glasses off and tie the damn blanket around your neck, and you know what I mean. But that motherfucker do everything. Why? Because he got the support. Basically, all right. You know how the dad passes the daughter off to the husband, right? It's kind of the
Hmm.
same. It's kind of the same way. Like the mom is passing you off to the, you know what I mean, to the
Mm-mm.
wife.
Do I?
Kind of. No, 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 not like that, but kind of like the man is already the man, but he wants that woman.
But he's already coming out good. You see what I'm saying? I'm still going to be where I'm at because we're talking about he's making 40 and he's living 80. So as far as lifestyle, so he's doubled his living.
Mm-hmm.
And then me, I didn't went back. Like I mean, not back, but to me, I can't
Mm-hmm.
see.
You right.
Oh, okay, I can't see progression. You know what I mean? Like
But where are you gonna be with your 180, 120, 100,000 alone? What? So now
Like
you're
you
making
act
all
like
that money, and then what happened with it?
I
What
don't
does
alone.
that? What good is that?
what it. Okay,
Dang.
what good is it? I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about if I make 120?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like it'd be a lot of women that be like, "Oh yeah, I'm making all this money and I'm doing all of this. I don't need a man." Yeah, yeah, until you get 40, 45, and you'd be like, "Damn, I wish I had some kids." Now, you know what I mean?
The op-
Mm.
the only
And
option is to
then
get a
nobody's
bed.
there to provide, protect for you, or do you know what I mean? Like you talking about provide and protect, right? Well, I'm saying provide and protect, right? But that 40 is provide and protect.
Mm.
All the other shit is just extra. That's vacation money. That's
Well, I can buy a
401k
security
money.
guard
That's
for
that
less.
shit. You know what I mean? But if you got the basics, once you got the foundation, then you're good.
I don't know what you mean by foundation. I mean,
Mm.
I can get a security guard to protect me for less than that and probably less headaches. So, um, I
Is
just
that motherfucker gonna go ride or die for you, for life for you? And I don't mean to be quoting songs and shit. No, but I'm talking about like, no, it's like, all right, the money ain't everything. The money is one thing, right? The protection is a whole different thing. You can hire security all day. I hire security for certain things. But
well, it was a joke, but okay.
no, but you know what? You know my best security is my day one motherfuckers. My day one motherfuckers to be all around me. Shit. That's my security. My gun that I clean every couple weeks, every couple months. You know what I mean? That's my security. The shit that I know. Not no shit that I hired.
Well, that here's the thing, and this is what I think that everybody has to understand. We are entitled to our own opinions, and we may be persuaded while we're on the panel, but then again, we may not be. So in the essence of being respectful, I think that everybody should respect each other's point of view. Now, I'm saying, and this is not for you, crew, I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying that is a must have in my category. Like you have to be financially secure, um, financially stable, and but 40,000 to
Now,
me,
yeah,
40,000 as
that's
an
what I'm asking
adult.
you. Now, what is financially stable? Because 40,000 could be financially stable.
Not when I did the math, crew. That math was coming up short.
Wait, what? LA math or Chicago math?
Well, LA, he would be below poverty.
Now,
Okay.
what about Wyoming?
Well, I'm not going to live in Wyoming. I'm not going to live
No,
there.
but you know what I'm saying, Kels.
Like, no, I know what you're saying, but here's the thing. Like if we're looking at examples of breadwinners and providers and those things that we know men to be, and part of having a family and all of that is being able to take care of your family. And also, what happens when the woman makes all the money? So who, usually the person that makes the most money makes the decisions. Now, that's not necessarily true in every situation, but if you're looking at money and who has more of a responsibility, that is usually the person that makes the most money. So in the essence of your daughter coming to ask you for money and you say no, and then she says, I'm going to go ask dad, and dad is at 40,000 and he don't have no money to give her.
No, but here's the thing though, Kels, right? She can make way more money. She can make way more money. I'm paying for the basics, the life survival shit. Your rent, this, that, water bill, light bill, this, that, right? And you do not ask anybody else except me. If I said no, it's no. You can go ask your mama. You can go ask, you know what I mean? That's fine. And if your mama tell you something different than what I told her, then me and your mama gonna have a problem.
Wait a minute. See, are you if you say no to what? I'm did I miss something?
Yeah,
He
if
just
my daughter
switched what I
come,
said, basically.
I'm saying exactly what you said, right? But
No, no, crew. I said that, the kid asked the mother first, because the kid knows, these kids know who's bringing home what and who has
oh no,
the
you're
most
talking about
authority.
that like that milk commercial. Uh, no, mom, it's mom's house. No, it's dad's house. No, it's mom's house. That little girl was. You remember that commercial?
Uh,
Like they were in the fridge talking about, yeah, yeah, no, no, don't do that. No, it's mommy's house. No, it's daddy's house. No, it's mama's house. And the little girl's like, it's mama's house.
no.
Yeah, but no, that's that that's that bullshit. No, but what I'm saying is the man is providing and protecting for everything. Period. You can make way more money than me, period. I don't care. If you want to live up here and your job is doing that, that's fine. I
No, no,
am
no, no, no,
still
no. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. You can't go there. You can't say if I want to live up here and my job allows us to live up here, then that cuts your 40,000 out.
no, it doesn't.
We're limited. We're limited because you said that you're only going to bring in 40,000. So we're limited to me only bringing 40,000, no matter how much I make. So we're limited to
No,
where
we're
we can.
limited. We're living it. We're limited to my basics of my basics. So look, you're gonna have your basics. You're gonna have your basics off my 40,000, right?
You just
Now,
said you would
whatever
pay
you
the
make, you're
mortgage.
cool.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. You just said you would be responsible for paying the mortgage. Did you not? Am I missing?
Yeah.
Okay, then you turned around and you said we could live on the hill if I want to live on the hill if my finances can provide for that.
If you want to do that, then that's fine. But guess what? I'm still paying the basics. All this extra shit, it don't impress me. You want to do that? That's fine. I'll if I allow you to. But shit, we still living off my basics. This is what comes with like I got you on the basics. You're in my possession. I got you. Just like the football, I'm not gonna fumble that shit. Like I got you. But shit, you wanna go make a fancy jump or do this, that. I got you. If you wanna live on the hill, you wanna go surfing, you wanna go helicopter shit, if that's what you wanna do, fine. I'm going to tell you, like, we need to save a whole lot of this shit so we got a legacy. But shit, Whatever's extra, shit, I got you. But shit, guess what? If all of that shit fall off and everything else fall off, as long as you did me right and you was faithful to me and you know I got you, guess what? I still got you in the goddamn crib. You're not gonna be on the street. I got you.
Actually, no. That's not the case. Are you? That's not the case at all.
You tell me how.
You said you have me. You have me in the house. When the truth of the matter is, if you're bringing 40,000 and she's making 80,000, you don't have her in the house. That's the thing. She has you in the house, and she's living according to the means that you have set forth, not according to her wage. She's living according to what you determine that
Exactly. That's
you
how
want
it
to
should
live
be.
in. So therefore, she's not living according to her 80,000 or whatever she makes per year. She's only living according to your 40,000, because you
Exactly.
can't because you
That's
can't go
and
above
that's
that.
what it should be based on. What's the problem? That's the baseline. You're basically living, you're alive, you have food, you have a place to sleep, you got heat in the winter, air conditioner in the summer, cable, YouTube, and all of that shit. I got you. Kids taken care of, they're going to the best schools, they're learning, they're getting tutored and everything. That is what the baseline is. That's the 40,000.
40,000 is not paying for children's tutoring and the extracurricular activities that children have to have. That's just not paying
Akasha,
for
would
it.
you please explain this how
Explain
it
what?
actually is? How it
Explain
actually
what?
is and has been doing that for about 15 years.
Explain what?
It's because my daughter had probably had more degrees than you at 15 years old. Stop it.
Explain what?
It's easy to do it if you know how to do it. You got to fucking submit to your man. If your man knows what to do, I actually practice Islam and I didn't even know this was Islam. But the man called for the divorce and he gets a child, and I got the child. I actually practice Islam, and my daughter is doing way better than she would with it. Nah, I'm not even gonna call my ex-wife that, but she's doing way better than she would be if she were in America right now. So sometimes I might get passionate about this, but I do have a daughter to raise, and I do not accept this damn culture they're trying to throw upon us at all. Not at all. Hello? Y'all
What up,
there?
crew? Go ahead, get it on out.
Hey, look. Yeah, I don't know. You what you a PhD? I don't want you analyzing me and shit. Then we gonna be on
I don't.
LMPs in the morning, like, oh shit, did you hey,
You stupid.
LMP, did you hear what crew did last night?
No, no, no.
You can be like, no,
I
Kels.
don't. You know,
Please
I don't.
tell me. Please tell me what
Oh my
what
goodness.
did CRU.
I don't judge anybody. You know, you get it how you live, and you
No,
know,
I
you.
judge everybody. I judge
Oh, okay,
everybody.
okay.
No, it's we judge everybody, right?
No, I don't.
Kels, if you're walking down the street and you see somebody that you think look funny, you judging them right there. Then you walk away from them. You know what I mean? You put space between you and them. You don't. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Let me clarify that. Okay, so
We all judge
I
every
don't.
day.
I don't Well, I think I did. I said I don't judge you based on, or maybe I was thinking it. I don't judge you based on your relationship, based on how you move or how you get it. I mean, to each their own, Um, but don't try to impose on the way I live. That's my whole thing.
Hey, what? Hey, look.
Not
I think
you, not you.
no. I agree with you, right? No, I'm finna get one for with Akasha, right? So Jason Black, right? Y'all know Jason Black, right?
Yeah.
The business, the Black Authority, you know what I mean? TBA, right? He said, "Well, don't judge, right?" Hey, he said, "Did you eat this morning?" Yeah. What did you eat? Eggs. Well, did you eat them off the toilet or did you eat them off a plate? Yeah, I ate them off a plate. Why did you eat it off a plate instead of off the toilet? Oh well, you're judged then. That's where you judge. You feel me? You made a decision. That's judging. Period. Like this shit is not that hard, but it's like they programmed us with the damn TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I think that, they try to program you, or not you specifically, but they do try to program us with what they feel is a picture of Black excellence, or how they feel a middle class African American family lives. So, again, that's why it is up to us to look at it for what it is in
Right?
terms
Because
of
how do we
TV.
know? How do we even know what is really money?
What? Damn.
No. Listen. Right? I could be making 60 and you be making, you know what I mean, 100. But like, what is the difference?
Well, I can tell you that I've listened to some certain panels of discussion around income, and it was always looked in a negative light if women who make 40 are trying to date a man who makes 80.
Really, it shouldn't matter.
Well, what I'm saying is that the what I heard today was different than what I hear from men if the man makes 80 and she makes 40. I mean, what I've heard from men is that the woman is out of her league. She should date somebody that makes 60 if she makes 40. Not
Uh,
if a man makes 40, he's reaching for 80 with the woman.
but then when you do the logical numbers on it, right? Because women are good at math, right? What's the logical numbers on it? What's your ratio of finding a man like that? That's like that's like the regular nigga trying to find a badass stripper bitch that fuck. You know what I mean? That be in the music videos. And what's your chances of doing that if you're selling nickel bags on the corner? You know what I mean? Oh, you might
Your
have moved
chances are
up,
low. Um,
huh?
your chances are low because of the environment. The environment does not depict 80,000 legally.
Hmm. Oh, but how about this though, Kels? Would you say the closer you get to different people, like to the circle, the more likely you are to find this shit?
Yeah. I think that if you put yourself in situations where um, the economic level is higher, then yes, you are more than likely to find someone in the tax bracket that you're looking for or whatever's on your list. But if you are constantly around Pookie and Ray Ray,
I
then
am Ray Ray. I am Ray Ray. My name is Ray.
using YouTube streets talking points. But you
I
know,
know.
like if you kicking it with Pookie and Ray Ray and they just, selling nickel bags and they just been selling nickel bags for 10 years, um then
The only
that's what
way
you're
I
gonna
could
end
get
up
with
with.
Pookie and Ray Ray selling nickel bags is if they know that damn Future finna come by right there to the store. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but if they're still on nickel bags 10 years later, then we can pretty much
If
bet our
Future
lives
came and
on.
left and you didn't have that fire for him, uh, I'm sorry for you.
Right. You know what I mean? So, it's you are a reflection of your relationship. So, how you feel about yourself is how you kind of choose others. And so, you know, and that's why I'm very confident about my decisions because I've thought about it. I've processed everything, the pros and cons about what it is that I need versus what society says I need. And what I need might be aligned with what society says I need. However, I'm going to make those decisions.
Now, Kels, are you married or you a rugged individual?
Man, I've been married twice. Um, I'm not married at the time, at the moment. But I have someone. Yeah. But I don't think I'm getting married again. So, I found a better way to do it.
Kels, can I be very,
Crude.
very, very blunt with you? I'm sorry.
Yeah, go
And
ahead.
you know I love you, sister.
Yeah, I know.
You like the bird that sat on the wall. Like, yeah, I'm still here. Like the wall ain't moving. It didn't do nothing to me, right?
Oh, I'm not sure how I should take what you're saying, but I'm a listen.
You get, I would tell Aakasha the same thing. She's sitting right next to you on the wall.
But I'm trying to figure out how a bird sits on a wall.
Look at you.
Huh?
He trying to say we hit the wall.
He said what? He's trying to say what?
He trying to say we hit the wall.
No, you haven't.
Well,
Y'all
we're
are sitting on
sitting.
top of the
How?
wall,
How? Okay, we're sitting on. Okay, all right. Well,
looking cute as hell.
yeah, it's just the fact that you shouldn't lower your standards just because you meet a person with good hair or some shit. I mean, it's like I don't know. I just don't subscribe to what society says that we should subscribe to, and I don't subscribe to what the YouTube streets say that we should subscribe to. So, for instance, if I wanted a Pookie and Ray Ray, then I'm gonna get one of those joints. But if I don't, then I'm gonna settle for, a Joseph or a Michael.
I was close with my best friend Michael. Oh,
Oh my god. Anyway, I just whatever. I mean, you can't make me. You cannot talk.
hey,
You
Lefford, don't what you
what?
wearing my taxes, nigga?
Lefford.
No, I'm just fucking with Lefford.
Oh, he should come up. But oh,
Yeah.
listen to me
No, he
inviting
said,
people. I'm sorry.
first, hey, look. He said, I can't holler at y'all because I don't make enough money.
I Yeah, my bad.
I'm
Sorry
like,
for
oh,
inviting
what the
people.
fuck? You been checking my taxes, nigga?
Yeah, but if God, can I just say one thing that's unrelated to what we're talking about? So, is it okay? It's only like
Yeah,
10 seconds.
yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So, for everybody under the sound of my voice, let me help you understand panel etiquette. Okay. So, even when people are on mute, that doesn't mean that we're not listening to you. That just means that we Oh, okay, sorry. That just means that we are trying to drown. I mean, we're trying to mute ourselves so that our background doesn't interfere with what you're trying to say. So that's just one of my pet peeves that really, really gets under my skin. And Jim knows this. Like I don't know what it is, but it's like, you know, you should just either, if you have a silent background, a quiet background, I mean, then that's fine. Maybe you don't need to go on mute, but if you don't, then you probably need to go on mute. Does that make sense or no? Because it's getting late and I'm.
Kels, I be wanting to remix my live stream, but I don't have the time to. You know what I mean? But like I know, like I'm an audio engineer. Like I be wanting to take, like I got a fan in my shit right now, but I got EQs that I can use, like to take all of this shit out and make it sound like I'm in the actual studio. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you are great. I sometimes I think somebody said you was drinking or something or whatever. But even in even in the state that you're in right now, you still go on mute, Cruz. So you all right in my book. It's just those, you know, other people, and I know they probably don't mean any
Well,
harm.
I appreciate you, Kels. You know, we keep the life machine power going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's we act accordingly,
Absolutely.
respectfully and everything. You know what I mean? Like shit. If Akasha tell me to shut the hell up or stop blocking people, you know what I mean? Guess what? It's her channel. I got her.
Yeah, I noticed that. Like she'll.
I moderate according to the channel. You know what I mean?
Woo.
Now you come on some channels, you say something, first thing you say, "Bop, I got you." But
Yeah,
that's
no,
that channel.
yeah. But I like the way that you and her, you and Soul interact. I love it actually. It's funny to me. Cause you'll
She,
be mid sentence and she'll put you on mute.
oh, oh, you should come to RBRs then. God damn it.
I've been on RBR's panel and stuff like that.
Yeah, RBR is ridiculous. But I get a link every morning. every time he,
Mm,
every morning, every time he go live, he send me a, you know what I mean? But he sent it to a lot of us though. You know what I mean?
yeah, I know. I know. I try to make it to his show from time to time.
I can't jump on the show every day because I'll be at work and I'll be in my office. My office don't get no. I get the Wi-Fi, but I don't get the cell signal.
Mm,
And then it's like other way. And I'm not finna be on YouTube while I'm in my office next to everybody else. You know.
Is everybody asleep on the panel? Jim?
No, no,
No.
we're not. We're listening. I
Uh-uh.
am getting ready to get off. I'm gonna be in the chat. So
I'm just so proud of you, Jim. You stayed on.
thank you.
Mhm.
I'm going back to the chat though.
Why?
Thank you for coming on, Jim.
Okay.
Thank you.
Damn.
All right, peace out, Gemini.
She just dropped off. That's my girl.
Gemini, Gemini and me. Don't you leave.
Yeah, she usually interprets what the
All right,
panel is
are you
saying.
going,
Hmm?
Akasha? Are you gonna send me a track? I gotta send you the beat.
Hmm.
I just heard you
So
singing. Was that you singing just now?
that was my cousin.
Mm-hmm. All right. Say it again with me. If y'all
Are
know the
there people still
words,
in the chat?
if y'all know the words,
Yeah, it's 34 people in the chat. We'll see.
black
Wow.
female fucker.
Oh
You
my
said that
God.
was your cousin. Let your cousin
Hey,
sing that again.
she said no.
Uh huh. I already know.
What they talking about in the chat? I don't
They
have it
laughing
up
at
right
Crew.
now.
Everybody think Crew is the funniest guy in the world.
He is. And then he stops for a commercial break for your products, and that's just.
Yeah, that's the
And he
best
brings
part
up the
about him.
white woman.
Yeah, something wrong with Crew.
Oh my god! When he's around, I know it's about to pop off. I'm great laugh.
Hold on. Wait, wait, wait,
Uh
wait.
oh. Uh
Do I
oh.
have to
Uh oh.
grab my revolver? I think it's white women, white
Oh
girls,
my god.
college girls climbing up my damn side of my apartment. Oh shit, they smell my Akasha's naturals. Yeah,
Oh, boy.
get over there, get to Akasha's naturals. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. She got me smelling good. I can't walk. Fuck white supremacy. Shit, Akasha's naturals got them motherfuckers hating me. Cause all they white girls want me. All the girls want me. Shout out to Akasha's natural.
So let me ask you something. You had a woman on the panel. I think it was last week, and she started out. You know what I'm talking about?
um.
Okay. She started out cussing Crew out.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, sorry. Um,
Oh,
is
that's all been settled. That's
oh,
all been settled.
no, I ain't talking about that part. I was just trying to give you something to remember who I'm talking about. Um, is she doing okay?
Hmm.
Okay, all right.
She was gonna come on tonight, but she ended up going out, so she'll
Oh,
probably
okay.
be back on for another show.
Okay, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Oh man. So what else, y'all?
Well, I don't really
You don't do
have
panels, do
nothing to
you?
say. I got sleepy. Who me?
Mm-hmm. Do you do panels a lot?
Not a lot on my channel, but I probably will start like Crew be trying to like sometimes Crew be trying to come over and do panels with me, but then Crew be saying he ain't talking to me because I don't listen. And I'll be like, what you talking about? I don't know what Crew be talking about. Um,
I be trying to follow him.
Look, I know
I
what
don't even
I'm
be
talking
doing.
about. I know what I'm talking about, and what we talk about shouldn't be
I
talked
don't even, I
about.
don't even, I don't even be doing nothing though. That's what I'm saying.
I know Kale's heard that, but like what we be talking about shouldn't be talked
Plenty of
about.
shows, plenty of shows get canceled because of Crew. So that was my point though. That was my point. But yeah, I'll probably start
Oh, what
having
about
more.
Empire, right? I know you got some shit to say about that.
Um,
It
I
got
don't- I
canceled.
have it did.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Hmm.
I didn't even
Yeah,
know
it
that.
got
How
canceled. This day last season.
hold
It's
on?
over with.
That's
Yeah, it's no
that's
more
shocking.
Empire. And Jesse ain't
I
even in
thought
no more episodes, from what I hear.
I thought it was really, what?
Yeah, it's over.
Oh
It's
no,
it's over with.
that is surprising news. But this is the part that got me. What happened that made Steve Harvey lose everything? I mean, is it his time to go down?
Hey,
Is that just what it is?
Coonan don't have no retirement plan. You know
Sure
what I mean?
don't. Mm-mm. Not at all. Because the first I was like, I started seeing videos about him and his wife get divorced, and I thought it was just rumors, but I started seeing more and more. I was like, wow, okay, that's
And then he thought he was winning because he working for, I guess, ABC or CBS, one of them motherfuckers. and
But
he just got fired.
yeah, he had a lot of stuff going on, and it's like everything got snatched out from in front of him at the same time. That's why I was trying to figure out, like, did I miss something? Did something happen? Like, did he say something? Did he do something? Like, but they'll they take him down whenever they done with him. So he's done.
Look, this is what I like. What Jason say? He say, man, they break their tools when they're done with them.
hmm Yep,
They
make sure
use
can't
their
nobody.
tools, then they break them.
Yeah, that's a perfect way of putting it.
You know what I mean? Like, shit, I'm done with you. Shit, I'm gonna break you. Nobody else can use you again. It's over with.
I know, man. All at one time, just like boom. I said, ain't that something? I bet she didn't even see it coming. Crazy.
Yeah,
No,
doesn't.
he saw it coming because the new black media pointed it out probably a year in advance. But nobody took heed. But they pointed it out like a year in advance. Just like we brought down Kamala Harris. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like even even Charlemagne the guy Little G. Not I'm Ray G, Big G. But no, but even he was asking Kamala, like, no, reparations for black people on the Breakfast Club. Now, why the hell
Mm.
would Charlemagne ask that shit? Why? Because he been watching the
What?
Black Channel. He been watching Tariq Nasheed. He been watching us on YouTube.
But of
He been
course,
watching
Scooby.
Nyla Says. He been watching Taz. He been watching
Lord,
everybody.
okay, now you're doing too much. Okay,
No,
but
no,
listen.
but no, we are the new black media. Like I'm telling you, like really, motherfuckers actually watch us.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
listen. Well,
I
he
agree
has
with
those
that part.
guests on his show all the time, so he be in this
But not
area.
Charlemagne. But whatever.
No, he has Tyreek on there, and he don't have
I know.
Professor Small from everybody on there.
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
what I'm talking about is the Breakfast Club is one thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you have so many of us B1 people on there, whoo, and then when it's people that's not B1 and you asking them questions, even though you're a coon, but you still asking them questions. You know what I mean? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Even he's like Charlemagne the fraud. Even asked him that question
Who did he ask?
Mm-hmm.
that they couldn't. What about asked her that question?
Who did
What
he ask?
about reparations for black people?
Cool. Who did
Do
he
you
ask?
believe Kamala Harris and
Oh, okay.
uh damn, I was gonna say Chucky Booker. What's his name?
But that's the
Corey,
person. That's who he
Corey.
Cory
should.
Booker. That's it.
She running for office. That's who he should. That's a perfect question for her.
No, but at
What-
least Charlemagne the coon didn't coon that time. He actually asked the question.
Yeah, every
And,
once in a
and
while,
even Jason Black, he was shaking it like he was rubbing his hands together, like, oh yes.
Well, he
What?
yeah.
got in trouble about that marijuana thing.
Even a goofball asked the correct questions. So what does that mean? It's going into the mainstream, right? So then you got
Mhm.
motherfuckers on CNN on the town halls asking Bernie Sanders, what about reparations specifically for black folks? What does that? Yeah, no, you're out of there.
Yeah, he's
Now
out.
it's time to take down Joe Biden.
Oh, that's
Joe
Oh
fine.
wait,
Biden
hold
is
on, y'all.
He's the front
doubling
runner.
Hold on,
down
wait.
on his
Hold on.
94
Yeah,
bill.
hold on. Slow. Y'all saying they about to get rid of Charlemagne?
Mm-mm.
No,
Mm-mm.
we're way past that. Charlemagne is a coon, but he actually the coon actually did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Like
Yeah.
Charlemagne actually did. He came out of his coon mode and asked that motherfucking question right there when it needed to be asked, and it brought down Kamala Harris. You know what I mean? Now it's
Mm.
time for Joe Biden. We need to bring down Joe Biden. And now, where's our vote? Shit. You said what? You're paying reparations? Huh? Oh, what you mean? I get like 500,000, 100? Shit, I don't care. In perpetuity for the rest of my life. Okay, and just for us? Nobody else? Okay, I'll deal with that. All right, I'll vote for you. That we're withholding our vote from everybody. You got to answer to me.
Mm.
Yeah.
Good luck.
You're right, crew. You've been listening to Jason Black, haven't you?
No, not. I've been reading. I've been studying too. But yeah. What about Professor Truth?
Professor Truth.
Yeah.
Um,
You know there are two separate people. You got
you know
Professor
what?
Black
It's
Truth, and then you got Jason Black, the Black Authority. All
Mm-hmm.
three of them, it was Tyreek, the Black Authority, and Professor Truth, all on the same show talking ADOS shit.
yeah, I remember. I saw that.
They're, you know what I mean? So Jason Black and Professor Truth are two separate people. They sound the same,
Yeah, I know. You
but
making
you
me.
never, you see Professor Truth, he got the lightning bolt in his shit. And
Oh,
he
so I
never
haven't been
goes
listening to
live. He
Jason.
never goes live.
Oh,
He
okay.
always
Well,
just
that's not
drops
him.
videos.
Okay, so I've been listening to both of them, but
Yeah.
I thought I thought they were one.
No, but we are one. Be one. Don't they all
Yeah.
say the same thing?
Yeah. It's just the
And
delivery is
haven't you
different.
been on the panel with Torian?
Torian.
Torian Rain?
Terrain. Troy
Tor-
Terrain.
Torian. That's how you pronounce the name.
Yeah.
His shield looks just like mine, except it's all red.
The
I
Star
get the
Report.
RBG on mine because you know what I mean.
You talking about the Star Report?
Torian Rain, he drops like 2 or 3 videos a day. Jason Black called him out. PBT called him out like these are the
He,
new black media.
he
Torian
used to
Rain, Harvey Superboy.
he
You
used
know what I
to
mean?
work for Hot 97. Is that who you talking about?
A YouTuber, Torian Rain. His shield looks just like mine, except he
Oh
don't have the RBG on the top.
no. I thought you was talking about the Star Report because I am on his show.
Oh, look. Hey,
You talking about somebody else? Okay.
Akasha, can I drop Torian Rain link in here?
In the back chat,
Yeah.
I can look him up. Torian
No, like,
Rain. Hmm.
yeah, no, I'll drop his channel right here.
No, I don't know him. I don't think I do. What about the nigga though?
He drops good shit every day. Like
Oh, okay.
each and every day. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
like he's a good guy. He's a very good guy. But he's down with us. He's down with air. His shield's the same as mine, except mine's got the RBG on the top. But you know what I mean?
What about Umar? Have you donated to his school lately?
Dr. Umar. I was trying to get him to come up here to Fargo. You know
I
what I
was trying.
mean? Like everybody got different things against him, but his message is still good. You know what I mean? No matter what, his message, he doesn't teach bullshit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he's still good on his message. So it's like, all right, I got you. I got him on the school. I haven't donated on the school, but I got him on the school. I'll support the school, but I'll support him coming and speaking about things otherwise. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I listen to him from time to time, but not. Crew, did you see his one video where he was eating greens or something and he was smacking his ass off? Oh my god, it was crazy.
Hey, so what's wrong with that?
Smacking.
Niggas is still niggas.
You right. You right.
You know what I mean? What you gonna do with your husband and he fart on the covers?
I
Oh
mean,
shit. It's like, oh
but
shit.
I'm trying to get information on the FDMG Academy, and you sitting here smacking and breathing hard. It's hard to really decipher what he's trying to say when you got those interferences. God bless his heart and his school.
Mm-hmm.
You sleep, so?
Mm-mm.
That girl don't
He go.
never sleep. She making another video. She watching what's the name?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Uh uh
Yeah.
Cheddar Man, that dude in Mexico.
Who is that? I don't be knowing who y'all talking about.
I can't even remember that motherfucking name. No, but guess what? I bet you this, Kels. Watch this. In about 2 hours, guess who's gonna be driving their truck going live?
Tommy.
LMP.
Oh, Lord. He's on Canada time.
I'm thinking he on this side of Canada. I swear to God, he's on New York side of Canada. That motherfucker be up early.
Man. I don't know what to say about that.
Oh, shit.
What, you
But
knocked down your alarm clock, Aakasha?
No, I had to get my plug because my battery was about to die.
I am the
I was
plug.
comfortable. I was comfortable. Lowcast was tripping earlier, boy. Lowcast say we ain't got nobody at home with us. This slick talking self.
Hey, Aakasha.
yeah, I was a little
I'm
surprised.
telling you, if you wanna meet me, ask about me. Go get you some ice cream out there.
Get some ice cream.
Yeah, them trucks come around. Go get some ice cream and ask about me. And you'll find some more support. Do you get me?
Okay. No, I don't
Not
understand
really.
that.
But crew,
I
you be
gotta
making
talk on
sense
code.
before
We're
5
we're
o'clock.
live. What the fuck? I can't say everything. You hear this?
Yeah,
You hear the
I'm trying to
trains
get
and
some ice
everything?
cream.
Anybody come to Fargo at 3:30 in the morning, 3:20, 3:30. No, that's the
I'm
freight train. The
I'm good.
Amtrak
Get me
coming
some
in
ice cream.
10 minutes. Yeah, but ask about me out there. You might be able to find me there.
Yeah,
hmm
but I like LMP's panel though.
LMP. Who is that?
Is that who it is? LMP?
Yeah, life machine power.
Yeah, I like
Um,
his panel.
Yeah. No, but that's what were we talking about the other day, right? Um, male zones and female zones and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
What would you call this? Is it a female zone just because a female hosted it?
haven't seen a lot of her panels. So I've seen her videos. So
No, I'm talking about this panel here right now. Would you call
oh,
this a female panel or a male panel
neutral,
or
neutral.
yeah? Like that's what Ren tried. I, I'm sorry, Akasha. I'm not saying nobody else's name. Akasha,
Uh-huh.
wake the hell up.
Crew, I hear you. What you want me to say?
Y'all are funny together, boy. Oh God,
That's Crew. He the class clown.
man. Never heard of nobody say sit on the wall.
Did. They killed me with that wall.
That poor
No,
wall
I
didn't
got
have very
another
much
one, right?
against it.
Cause like
So earlier you said
Jada Pinkett,
when y'all
Jada Pinkett and her
that's what you.
mother, the wall doesn't even apply to them.
Oh no, now I know you
They
tripping.
already got tenure. That shit don't even apply to them. But
No,
am I
but
lying?
allegedly, no, but allegedly, Jada Pinkett's been, getting her walls banged out by little young boy.
That's a
Mm-mm.
deflection. Even you, kills. Even you, kills.
Oh, here we go, folks.
What? That bothers you? Jealousy? Oh, so that's why you picking on Jada because you like her.
She's what? She old as hell, but
You know, she ain't that far away from you in age.
she's closer to you in age, ain't she? Don't do me, don't do me a casa.
Well, the dude
Come
she was
on,
dating was in his 20s, so allegedly.
Right,
allegedly.
it's still not that far away from you in age, so I don't know
Yeah,
what
you
you're
you
talking
got
about.
a chance.
Like I said, it's closer to you, right?
What?
I don't get your
Ooh,
point.
You know what I noticed about you, crew?
what's that?
Before 5 o'clock,
I'm at work.
boy, you be like on point. I'm talking about big long paragraphs in the chat rooms, and you be on the subject and
No,
everything.
that's RVR.
No, honey, I've seen your comments,
Oh,
but after five, mm,
sometimes, but it's only three. It's only 3:25 today, right now. It's
yeah,
still
no.
early, so my comments probably still work right now. Yeah, I'm
What's some
not as
YouTube
cold as
streets
like
been
no
doing?
like Ronin. That nigga Ronin be snapping though. That motherfucker.
I don't know no Ronin, I don't think. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
You know over there by my Chicago. What? Oh yeah, yeah. Jada 47. So she 9 over me. But the I swear to God, she morphed right through that wall and flew right through that motherfucker like she was a ghost. But so did Akasha. But
Now she may date a person that makes 40,000, but she's not leaving her husband.
hell no, she ain't. And she ain't gonna say nothing about she will. And anything that she say that she will is cause she will for will. because her husband is with her.
Yeah, she says she's not gonna leave him, but
Yeah,
allegedly. But
no, but
yeah,
like whatever they say they're finna do, they come out with that shit together. You know what I mean? She don't just say shit off code with her husband, while her husband is Mr. Independence Day, Mr. What's that?
Men in
Damn.
Black and
Yeah,
everything.
Men in Black, and every other fucking movie there is. You
Right,
know what I mean?
right.
Like you don't do that shit. That's off code as hell.
We talking about Aisha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it all does come back down to that. Now, his kids, I beg to differ. But you know what I mean? As for the relationship, the honesty, the openness, you know what I mean? That's cool. But as for like how they did things, I would have done differently with them. You know what I mean? No, little boy, take your mama's shoes off. Boy, if you put them on again, I'm gonna throw you in the that goddamn trash can. Like on Empire. We don't honor that. You know what I mean? We have a legacy to maintain.
Yeah.
And that's just me. I'm old school. You know what I mean? I would expect my dad to do that to me as well. If he didn't, then I would question him as a father. If my daughter want to put on makeup at damn, you know what I mean? And just be going out with that shit every day at 15, 16. No, you can't do that. And you got to worry about me popping up every month. Like, what? You know, I don't honor that. And all right, let me ask y'all, as y'all women, right? When did y'all start wearing makeup and doing all of that?
When I was an adult, when I got to be an adult, and
You
still
didn't
I
never
still do it.
sneak and do it in school or put some
No, there. I
lipstick
wasn't on
on
it.
or
I wasn't on it. You know, I was a. I don't know. I dressed like a tomboy, I think.
hmm.
Well, no. Um, Maybe up until 10th grade, I did.
10th grade, junior year.
Yeah, I
No,
was.
sophomore year. Yeah, that's sophomore year.
So I wasn't really thinking about makeup. And then I had this. I thought that makeup messes up your skin. Um, but that's only some. So it was just a
Now,
lot of
all right,
myths that
let me
I
ask you this. Let me ask you this, Kels, and it's not for nothing. What happened when you know your tits start growing? Ooh, I got this. Ah, shit. What's coming out of here? Type shit.
I
You know what I
I think
mean?
I
Like,
was happy, I think. Maybe. I don't know.
but did that change how you was a basketball player or anything? Or
Um mm, no. When I started
like if you were a tomboy, were you still a tomboy after you found out all of that? Or
mhm. Mhm.
that's what I'm asking. You know what I mean?
I know what you're asking. Yeah. I mean, they were growing while I was a tomboy. I didn't pay no attention. I didn't really notice my sexiness until I was almost out of high school. I was like, wait a minute.
How the
Uh,
hell am I prom queen and I've been sweating
man,
here? I know Akasha. She was prom queen in damn 5th grade. Oh, she sleep, huh? No, go ahead, Kels.
What?
But yeah, oh yeah, you did answer my question. Damn, what the? Where's the host? I need to jump on here.
She sleep, I think. Probably not.
Do I need to jump on here again and play some music?
I think she is asleep.
No, I'm not.
Oh, good.
y'all,
Okay.
y'all, y'all done?
You kicking us
I
out of
know
the
I don't got
house?
nothing to say. I'm chilling.
Nah,
I
I'm
probably
done.
did.
I'm good. I miss my flat earth group. They were live today. So I mean tonight. They usually go live about 3.
Okay.
Oh, you believe the Earth is flat too?
I knew he was gonna say something.
Yep. I got my own little secret group that I'll be going in.
Bo Sanchez, huh?
Similar to what he believes, yeah. In fact, I think the group that I was in had teamed up with him at one point.
Well, you know I'm of the Dane Calloway sort.
Oh, everything in reverse. Reverse.
Not totally, but somewhat.
I listen to him too.
You know, I take everything in like teaspoons. You know what I mean?
hmm Yeah, I respect all those guys.
But it is a lot of information they bring.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you just have to know, how much you want to take in and how much of it you want to throw away, you know?
Yep, and I agree. Like even so like we're black, right? We've colonized the earth forever, right? The shit I read last night said the 60,000 years ago was the second wave of Africans colonizing the world. So they can only go back to the second wave. What about the first wave?
hmm
So then Dan Calloway is right, and also everybody else is right. You know what I mean? Like we are the Native Americans, but we did come over on slave ship, and they did bring us over there. You know,
Well,
it's
Dane
all
said some of us did, but not all of us.
yeah. And then the argument becomes how many of us did. I don't care. I know some of us did, some of us didn't. If you go by science and genetics and all that shit, put the balance in between, and goddamn it, yeah, they fuck white supremacy. At the end of the day, it's fuck white supremacy, right? I am against white supremacy.
hmm
I'm telling you, race does not exist. Racists created race. No, but if y'all did some shit to us based on what y'all perceived our race was, then give us the goddamn shit back based on what you perceived our race was. Reparations. Give us that shit back. But now, after that, shit, race doesn't exist. Cause shit, I get it. Kels, you need something? Akasha, you need something? Everybody, whoever, shit, we got it. We're making businesses. We're good. Fuck everybody else.
Okay, y'all. I am going to try to wind down and get in the bed in about an hour or so. I'm gonna hop off of here. So thank you so much for allowing me to come on the panel. I really appreciate it. Shout out to the chat crew, my G. I guess I will see you in these YouTube streets at some
Shout out
point.
Kels. Shout out Kels. I'm sorry, it's late at night, so you know.
Nah, I know. But, I'm pretty sure I'll see you in a couple of hours somewhere.
Yeah, cause somebody's gonna start a live stream about some nonsense people that are conniving and
Race hustlers and everything. Yeah, I know.
right. It's beautiful though, but that's why I like it though.
Yeah, I'm up on the bullshit. But, it is what it is, I guess. It's
Better than
entertainment.
TV, no commercials.
Right. Yeah, man.
Well, you enjoy yourself, Kels. Get some sleep. I hope
Yeah,
I
I
can.
am for a couple of hours, man. But I will catch you all later today.
All right.
Okay, y'all take care. All right, bye-bye.
Akasha,
Huh?
are you woke still?
Yep.
I know, cause you
Never
gonna
sleep.
be. I know you
Uh,
finna go drop another video.
I did know, but I did hear her say goodbye. Bye, Kels. Thank you so much for coming on. Hope to have you on again soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down, crew.
Hmm.
Always a pleasure.
No, it's not. You now
Enjoy
cuss
your
me out
evening.
all the time.
Good.
You
Cuss
always
you
be
out.
trying to cuss me out,
Crew, you be acting up.
trying to put me on the spot.
No, that don't be me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. That ain't what
Be
I be
t-
doing. But I'm gonna shut it down though, crew, because I am going to sleep.
mm-hmm.
So let's do this again soon.
All right,
Peace to
I'ma
the
holler
chat,
at
y'all.
you.
Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for the likes. See you guys again soon. Everybody, good night. Good morning, rather. Peace.